What's up, everybody? Welcome to a very special episode of There Will Be Duds. I am your co-host, J-Spot Jack Cheese, a.k.a. TJ. I always say that backwards. And this is very weird to do in person.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
With
this
me.
is cringe. I'm cringing hard right now.
You know,
I don't want to be here anymore.
Once we
like-
get past this intro stuff, I think it'll be a lot
We've been
easier.
like fucking around for 2 hours just talking, and as soon as we like sit down to record,
We have
it's
nothing
like,
to say.
We talked about
Well,
everything already.
It's the formality of being like, this is the intro.
It's real now.
And
Yeah.
with me, as always.
As always, hi, I'm Nick, aka Dr. Funk on Twitch.
As always, I'm Travis, aka the Super General, and with me, as always,
With him, as always, as sometimes as maybe, I'm Deegs, a.k.a. Always Late.
Okay, and now the rough part's out of the way.
Okay, we did it.
It's
I disagree. It still feels cringy to me.
We all need to go get our computers and just go in separate
Yeah.
rooms in the house and do it that way. We need that separation.
yeah.
Everybody pull your phones
Yeah,
out and pretend you're
clever.
doing something else.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep.
I think it's I feel like it's the mics. Like that's what
Yeah.
feels
it
weird.
could be the mics. Yeah, I do think this would be even with the cameras. Yeah, the mics make it different. The mics make it hit different.
It's like it's bunched
It's
up.
getting
yeah,
all
I
bunched
noticed.
up,
I keep
so just
doing
don't
it.
trip on it. Yeah,
Um,
that's for you at home too.
yeah.
Safety always.
It's it's more Christmas for you guys than it is for us, but it's Christmas week, so yeah, we watched Jack Frost.
Obviously, everybody does, right?
Yeah, but before we get into that, I suggested we do a gift exchange, and I'm making this even more cringy in person. But
Sounded good at the time, but now it's like, oh fuck.
It's
it.
a gift exchange.
yeah, who
This will be great for the audio listeners.
Just
Who-
go top down.
So since mine will probably be
top down? So like you mean like order of like me, Nick, you, Daegan,
No, I'm saying
or what do
top
you-
down.
Yeah,
gift
well, I
wise.
think
sure.
I should go
Okay.
first since mine were sort of like a thrown together thing. They won't be as thoughtful as those other ones.
Wow.
Man, we
You'll
should
see.
have planned
Well,
this
they
out.
won't be as
Yours
fu-
have an
they're-
expiration date on.
Oh Jesus!
One of them's milk.
Fresh from the breast.
Yeah.
Sure, let's go. So
Okay, so Travis's is the purple one.
Whose is this one?
Yeah. And then these two are for Nick and.
is this both of them are in here?
No, the other one's in that yellow one.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But ours are the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I hear that these were from your car?
They happen to be in my car,
Okay.
so it just this one I actually I bought for Travis in
Oh,
the
shit.
summer, and I just haven't
Yeah.
been able to get it to
That's
him yet.
actually legit.
Oh, that's
Pretty
pretty
sweet.
sweet.
That one. Yeah.
What we got? here?
This is insane because I just pulled shit out of a
Oh,
frame and I have a perfect
got-
frame for
Oh
There
it.
you
fuck
go.
yeah!
Like,
Yeah, I was
that's
hoping.
awesome.
We
Yeah,
were talking about how you haven't had a chance
Oh,
to like.
shit.
Yeah.
We've never
Yeah,
given you a
you-
chance to plug your.
I haven't.
your
That-
shit.
It's so funny. You're like, yeah,
you
I
got
always
me
feel
more bags and
uncomfortable
shit,
plugging
too.
my shit, but also I'm gonna give you some merchandise.
Yeah,
for my
no,
thing.
that's why I thought it was perfect because we were just talking about how like I know I don't really
That's
feel
sick,
comfortable
thank you.
plugging or like saying that
Thank you.
stuff, but I do music sometimes and it's fun and that's the merch for the music, the Flooded Kids.
Is
So-
it the new
Flooded Kids.
Yeah,
look
oh
it
yeah,
up.
Travis,
Look
I
them
don't
up.
think Travis.
They're
Have you
great.
seen those?
Flooded kids.
No, I haven't seen those. I saw the new thing
Oh,
with
yeah.
the samurai
Did you wanna
sword.
see it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that logo's dope.
new
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
yeah, no, I
excited
saw
about
that one. The like, it's like Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, if you
Nice,
like,
that's dope.
if
Yeah,
you like
I'm gonna
really,
have to cop some of that.
I don't know what it's called, like
Is this one gonna fall?
rap, metal, emo, bullshit, music. Check out Flooded Kids. Thanks, bye.
Okay.
No, yeah, those are the long sleeves, and then I just had those in my car because we made them and I just had extras.
And also, if you like good movies, check out La La Land.
Travis's Big Boner movie. But yeah, that new samurai logo, that was fucking awesome because we didn't give him any
Yeah.
ideas. We just said make something for us, and he knows we all like anime, so he
Oh, perfect.
came up with that, and I can't wait to just put that on shirts.
It would have been
Yeah.
tight if he like misheard you and thought you said animas, and he was like,
it's like
"Oh,
squirting.
flooded kid."
Yeah,
like,
it's just it's
full of water.
it's a shit squirt and it spells Flooded Kids.
Oh man.
Gross. Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Daegan.
Well, I guess I'll do mine. Mine is for. This is why I thought it'd be good if you could go last. So you could be like, oh, well, I got you guys gifts. Because I was going to say, this is for the one with. Actually, I have to check. Oh, this joke might not. This is for the one with the biggest beard that didn't recommend the Discovery for the show. So
It's a great movie.
What we got here? Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, I want to believe socks. That's so sick.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's.
And then I also added, because I had some. These are like
Pokemon
Are they
cards.
X-Files trading cards?
yeah, those are
you
like
shitting me?
those are like from the those are all like doubles. I have I don't know.
Oh,
Like
the Kill 'Em All. Oh man, I love that episode.
I
These are so cool.
yeah, I don't even remember where I got those, but I got like 20 packs of those. So those are all like doubles of ones that I have.
Some of the monsters in the X-Files are so grotesque.
Yeah, the Fluke Man, dude.
Okay, don't get too excited by this.
Cool, thank you.
It's not exactly what you think.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Yes, thank you.
It's not what?
It's not exactly what it looks like.
Okay.
Looks like priority mail.
It's not real.
I get really,
What is that?
I get
doesn't
really excited
exist.
about priority mail. That's my thing.
What do you mean it's not real? Oh my god.
It's a Saxon Charbino.
Holy shit. Oh, I can tell it's not a real signature.
It's a real signature, but I just pulled it off of Google and printed it
Oh,
out.
that's fucking
shit.
awesome. That's fucking awesome.
Oh my
That's
God.
fucking cool.
It was like you were saying, oh, we should get gifts, and I was like, man, I don't want to think of anything. This is gonna be too hard. And then it just like popped in my head. I was like, oh fuck yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Travis, my
awesome.
idea for you I had in the shower. And it is.
Oh great, I'm excited
Hell
for
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
It better be
This is
butt
the
plugs.
last one.
Oh yeah, that's a butt plug for sure.
So it's mostly a movie related.
Right.
It feels like a wet loofah.
It's
That was his idea,
so,
Oh my god.
so see, it's a head of lettuce. I found this shoot when I was walking, and I used it to help my dad get his lettuce out of the building.
Oh shit.
So your dad can be proud of you that you helped him with his
Yeah.
lettuce.
Holy shit.
Nice.
There we go.
That's
There
a
we
good
go.
setup right there.
Yeah, I'm
Perfect.
broke, you guys. So this is
That's great. It's iceberg too, so that's like
I think
the good
honestly,
shit.
I feel like the lettuce is more useful than the picture of Section Chardonnay.
How is that not useful?
Yeah, you can use that in a lot of ways.
Oh, that's
I mean, I feel like that's got to go up in the background for
Yeah, that's
for
what I
the
figured.
show. Like,
That's what I figured.
for
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man.
Okay.
Sorry, we
Cool.
didn't give you anything, Daegan. I didn't know you were gonna be here.
I didn't
Yeah.
either. That's why. Yeah. I mean, that's why I got all three of you gifts and not just the Secret Santa thing. So I think it
I mean,
worked
I
out.
could go find something in my car. if you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah,
Some fucking
Mm.
French fries between the seats.
Yeah.
You got a LaCroix can.
I've got like
Your
2
name
sticks
on
of
it.
gum.
Yeah,
I
do
like
some
gum.
gum, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
good.
I mean, I think your guys' gift to me is me being here.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sure. Sure. I don't. Do we want to do anything
Man, that's
more for
corny as
the
fuck.
what?
You did just watch Jack Frost on the way here.
What he just said?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm feeling super corny.
My gift is your present.
Oh, I hope I don't drive
My-
off the side of a
My
cliff.
present is my presence. Do we still want to do? Is there anything like we want, or do we just want to like break and then go in, or do we want to?
So since we're on Christmas movies,
Sure.
In December I always watch just Christmas movies,
Uh-huh.
and this year because streaming services are on a fucking high right now with all the movies they have. They had one that I used to watch all the time as a kid, and I made the fatal mistake of watching a movie I hadn't seen in 10 plus years that I used to love, and not really remembering what it used to be like, and it being fucking terrible and breaking my heart because I used to love the movie. And I also found out that it's a made-for-TV shitty, cheap spin-off of an original movie.
Mm-hmm.
So it was
Jack Frost.
it was it was Richie Rich. The
Oh,
Christmas.
shit.
It was like the
Oh,
Christmas
man.
Richie Rich, and I didn't know there was the Macaulay Culkin Richie Rich.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, because that's like the original, and this is like it's not even Macaulay Culkin in the. It's just another blonde kid in the, and it's super, very fucking shitty. Like
Some other mayo ass white boy.
yeah, it's just like really bad
Some
CGI. And like they green screen like their mansion in the background, and it's so fucking
Oh,
obvious.
it's just
Wow.
a Jake
And it was like
Mm.
terrible story, terrible acting, and I was like, oh my, I can't believe I love this, but I'm so heartbroken that I shouldn't have watched it. But It was I watched the whole thing, but it was really rough.
So it's kind of like Home Alone 3.
Oh, I
Was
saw
it
Home Alone 3
completely-
before I saw any of the other Home Alones.
Really?
Oof.
Because I'm pretty sure, because like my grandma has so many, like this is how I watched Jack Frost initially. Was like my grandma has just a shitload of VHS tapes.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Jack
yeah.
Frost was one of them, but I think Home Alone 3 was one that like she recorded off of TV. So it's like,
Oh,
like
nice.
I come from a family of like VHS bootleggers.
Yeah.
That's, like my dad, I mean, I know TJ's seen it. Like my dad has
Yeah.
had a wall of VHS tapes of just shit he would record when
Yeah.
like he got a free weekend of like HBO or something. like
Yeah,
that.
I think that was just, I don't know if that was like a Midwest thing, but like, yeah, everybody did that.
Oh, I
Just
got
like,
that on tape.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's how I had Richie Rich on tape, the Christmas one as a kid. And, like same with all my favorite, like Gremlins, Goonies, Sandlot. Those were all. I
Yeah.
think some of those were ripoffs. Some of them were actually just VHSs. But
For us, it was that's how I like consumed most of James Bond.
yeah.
Because they did like there was like this like month or whatever where it was like
they moved
CBS
all
or
of
something
them,
like
yeah.
that.
Oh,
They
yeah.
did like all of them, and we didn't get all of them, but we got like a fair chunk of them. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I mean, and you'd have to sit there and like, okay, it's been about 2 minutes. Got to get ready to push stop
For the
You don't have to
commercial.
watch the commercials.
yeah.
I need to make my own like art house film production company called like Mandela Pictures, because like there are so many movies from my childhood that I actually like don't remember if they exist or not.
oh yeah.
Like the Mandela effect.
oh
Yeah.
Just like, did you guys watch the Fluppies? Does that mean anything to you?
no.
Mm-mm.
I looked at because every once in a while I'll remember these movies that I watched at my grandma's house, and I'll like look them up to be like, did I hallucinate this, or is this like and it was real. But
Huh.
there's like so many like children's movies that I watched that like I'm not convinced that they're fully real. Like it's so weird.
Yeah, I needed to do
Yeah.
that because I feel like I remember like the top 5 I used to watch all the time, but I know at my aunt's house that was where they still have all the VHSs there in the same spot, and I want to go through those and see if there's anything that will like be like, oh shit, I didn't even remember I used to watch this all the time.
Yeah.
And I remember there was when we used to live in a bigger house, there was like the whole family in one house. We had like it was like a bookshelf, and it took up like the whole wall. It was built into the wall, and then like the TV was in the center of it. And half of it was books, the other half was VHS tapes and CDs and stuff. And it was like it had been there when I was born, and I like it had just been used to it, and I never really looked through like anything on like the top shelves. And I remember one time we were going through the VHSs, and we found it wasn't even labeled. And now that I think about this, it was probably dangerous just to play an unlabeled VHS. But it turned out to be it was
Like you get a VCR virus or something.
no,
Or it's like The Ring or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah.
it was my aunt had taped Michael Jordan the Bulls championship run, Game 6,
Oh.
and they had that on
Nice.
VHS tape from when it
Sweet.
aired on TV, and I was like, this is fucking awesome.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Less cool than that, my dad has like every Lions victory.
Oh, so he's got like 4 or 5 tapes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what year was that? Like 2008, where they like didn't win a single game.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they were doing that this year too.
Yeah,
until
yeah.
like last week.
But yeah, he has like every Lions win taped from like 1987.
Holy
So I mean, so he has
Would
he has a bunch of like Barry Sanders era stuff. So
Okay.
that'd be kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
He cut out all the commercials, which obviously for
Brilliant.
space on a VHS tape, that's what
Yeah.
you do.
But shit,
Yeah.
I mean that'd be
But like to include those old school commercials
Yeah.
in there too. You
That
know?
would-
Yeah,
fucking love that.
yeah. Nowadays, yeah, there's like, oh, I was just gonna say like,
Scamper the Penguin. That's the one that comes to my
Oh
mind.
no.
yeah.
oh, really? You watched that one
Was
too?
that like a Focus on the Family one?
No, it was actually like a Russian.
Yeah.
Oh, is that with the
Shit.
3D claymation one?
No,
it's 2D.
yeah, it's 2D.
Scamper
Yeah.
is a very friendly bird.
Okay.
He
I
walks
think
up
we
the
had that
waddle,
one.
he's
We had a
shaped
bunch of like
like a
Focus on
bottle.
the Family
He
ones.
really looks
too.
absurd.
That was like, here's a cartoon, and then like, here's some questions you and your family can talk about. Jesus.
Oh yeah, no, this is like
Yeah, no. No, there was no sort of like
Message.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
other than like,
be a good person.
it's kind of
It's more like
very
just-
Lion King almost.
Oh.
kind of.
Was
yeah,
there like a
yeah,
macaroni
coming of age-
penguin?
Yeah,
with
there's-
it? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Louis.
Louis, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it's like Lion King mixed with just like don't put animals in cages.
Oh,
kind of
okay.
thing. No, I what I was gonna say about like the recording the football games is like it's almost like the commercials are. That's like the only reason you would watch those now.
right.
Oh, yeah. Well, there was like a Nickelodeon channel. It was like it was a website that ran old school like 90s Nickelodeon, and they included the commercials with
Oh, that's
it.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Like I remember a few episodes ago we were talking about like how as a country we don't have culture. I think that's what our culture is nostalgia for
Appropriation?
marketing materials from the 90s.
Yeah,
pretty
Yeah,
much.
Consumerism.
Like,
Wow.
because you
You
always
guys remember that Sock 'em Bopper commercial? Oh my god.
talk about like the jingles that were stuck in your head
Yeah,
from like
Yeah.
commercials that haven't
It's
aired in
our
10 years.
heritage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And slavery.
Yeah.
So-
McDonald's toys.
Oh, McDonald's! My grandma had the McDonald's VHS tapes, like the Adventures in like McDonald Land. It was okay. That's my Mandela. That's like
That's a deep
series
cut
number
right
one on the
there.
Mandela collection.
Huh.
But it was like grossly animated. Like it was very crude. Not like bad. Not like the art was bad, but it was animated in a style where the characters just looked off-putting. Like Grimace,
yeah.
it didn't look like the material that like McDonald's put out. It was like someone was like, "This
knockoff.
is I need to have my interpretation of what Grimace looks
Yeah, that's
like." It was so just unsettling.
I forgot to look for those fucking crotchless plates when I was at
I
my.
was
Yeah,
just
I forgot to look for those when I was
Oh,
just
yeah.
in town. Fuck.
So did your dad like? I just like the idea of you said he recorded every Lions win, but I'm assuming he did these live. So like 95% of the time the games ended, and he was like, rewind.
Yeah, no, exactly. He saved so much money on tapes because he's like, "All right, well."
and then once like a few decades pass, he can play them like in sequence and be like, they had a perfect season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That honestly, like, if he had some Barry Sanders era stuff, there's probably some games that Barry Sanders had really good games
Yeah.
that were
Oh, yeah.
losses that
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
probably would have been
Yeah.
cool to keep, but yeah.
Yeah, he's like their only legacy at this point. It seems,
Right.
pretty much.
Yeah, because he was the one that like even when they
Suck.
were still shitty, like
Yeah.
he was still on fire.
Right.
Well, that's when he was playing. That was the only time really that they've been successful. They haven't won a playoff game since he was there. So
Jesus.
Yeah.
and
And
they
they
like
kept,
1994 or something.
they had
Was it really
Megatron.
that long ago that he left?
No, he left in 1998. But
Oh,
like,
okay. I was gonna say yeah,
they haven't
okay.
won a playoff game since before that.
'94.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
They had Megatron as like the next legacy, but
Yeah.
he didn't. I
He
mean,
retared early
way
too.
early,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So it wasn't enough to really. I mean, he's still gonna go down as one of the best receivers, but it wasn't
Yeah.
enough to really make a staple in Detroit.
It really makes you think of like how much bigger these guys would have been if they weren't on the Lions.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a kiss
I mean,
of
look,
death being drafted on
look
the
at Matt
team.
Stafford
I
right
was just
now.
gonna say
He's
that,
fucking
yeah.
old for being a quarterback, and he's doing better than he ever has.
First year he goes to the Rams and he's just like, yeah,
killing it.
they're
like-
a playoff team for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, it doesn't make sense. I think at this point, I just think it's fun to watch him lose. I just think it's like,
It is.
it's just funny.
I was at my parents' house the other weekend, and because the game was on TV, because the TV is always on at my parents' house no matter what. It's Lions games and Game Show Network. That's all they do.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, it was like I think they tied it or something like that, or like they were up by like 1 or 2 points.
Yeah.
And then within the last minute and 30
Yep.
seconds or so, they kick a field goal and
Yeah.
go ahead by like
That was
1
the
point.
Thanksgiving game.
Was it
Yeah.
the Thanksgiving game? It was just like it was very entertaining just to be I feel like the anguish is just like built into it now.
Yeah.
Like that's part of the culture.
Yeah,
It's to a point where like you never expect them to win, so when they lose, you're just like, oh, okay.
yeah. And
They didn't lose by a lot this time.
And it's like
Yeah.
even with like a last minute
Yeah.
field goal, like they won it, but you're still like, where's the penalty? Where's the callback? They're gonna bring that back. Lions gotta lose.
Yeah,
like this
yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like it's WWE. That's the kayfabe. Like
Yeah.
that's like it's the narrative. The Lions always
Yeah.
lose.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So this is kind of off kilter, but like the how you said the TV's always playing.
Yeah.
One of my friends has a TV they bought, and it came with like channels on it already.
Sure.
Pre-programmed channels,
Mm-hmm.
but it came with, I think
Oh,
only
yeah,
one
no, I know
channel
what you're
works,
talking
and
about.
it's always playing the same show. So if you turn on the TV, it's just gonna pop up with the show, and if you leave the TV on, it'll just play episodes and episodes. So when they first turned it on, the show was Hell's Kitchen. So that was just in a loop.
Okay.
And recently, like it must have got updated or something, but now it's Fear Factor. like old Fear
Oh,
Factor,
like Joe Rogan?
skinny Joe Rogan with hair, and
Oh,
that's
yeah.
just like on a constant loop. So like, if you just turn on the TV, you're gonna get some like old like maggot soup eating shit.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's
yeah,
a fucking
yeah.
awful show to just have on a loop on a TV all the time.
I really thought you were gonna say like it was MTV and ridiculousness, because I swear that's all that's on
MTV is now
Is that
just
show
ridiculous.
still
Yes.
running?
It runs
Yeah.
all the time.
It's
Like,
constant.
it's like their filler,
If
but
it's new, I don't know if it's new.
I think
Oh, I
it's
don't
done
know.
running. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
they just have old episodes on repeat all the time
Yeah.
on MTV. Like he's pretty much taken over that
that
network.
shit is ridiculous.
I was gonna say like that's how like that or like I don't know if it's not IFC, but it's something like that. There's one that like Cops. There's a channel
Oh.
that's always Cops. There's the Hell's Kitchen one. There's Ridiculousness. There's like always a handful of channels
Probably
that do that. They
CMT, whatever the country music
Yeah,
television.
yeah,
yeah.
Dude, that's so crazy. Like it's so weird to think about like how many just stupid TV stations there and channels
And
there
it's so
are.
expensive too to like pay for cable.
Yeah, and I'm surprised they don't have like a custom like you pick what channels you want and you
Yeah.
pay per channel or whatever instead of just paying this much money for all these channels and
That's-
only using 5 of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
like-
I think you're inventing streaming services.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
like I'm surprised the cable is still like. I feel like in 10 years it's gonna.
Well, that's what I've been
Yeah.
telling my parents. I wish that they would like get streaming services and ditch cable because they pay so much money to watch Game Show Network and local news.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're not using any of this shit.
I
Yeah.
mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, you could probably watch all the Game Show Network stuff just straight off of YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
and they just put Jeopardy on Netflix, so you can just go
Yeah.
through and
Well,
pick whatever episode you.
No, finish what you're saying.
No, that
was-
wasn't going anywhere with that.
Oh, okay.
They also just uploaded all of the Lions wins too.
Yeah, my dad needs to like get his own like pirate radio channel
Yeah.
where he just uploads these grainy bootleg Lions games.
Fuck, that'd be awesome.
The worst part is like my parents reference commercials as if they're commercials that I've seen.
Right.
And they're like, "Oh, have you seen the one?" And I'm like, "No." I actually go out of my way to avoid these.
Yeah.
yeah.
I can't stay when I'm like on Sundays when I watch football like on the NBC app or CBS app, and they have like the same handful of commercials that just play all the time. I like kind of stopped watching football because I couldn't stand those commercials.
Oh,
Like,
they're
it's
so
just-
bad.
Yeah.
It's so fucking. And there's always one that is louder than the rest of them.
Oh yeah.
So you'll have the TV up a little bit, just kind of chilling out, and then all of a sudden it'll be like, "Buy this car!"
Yeah.
that's kind of how like streaming services are. Like if you have Hulu, just like regular ass Hulu, you get like the same 3 commercials.
You do.
Yeah.
But they're fewer and far between, and the breaks are definitely shorter than.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
TV.
it's weird because like I remember growing up, there was like you'd have like 4 or 5 commercials in a break,
Mhm.
and then there'd always be like 1 or 2 that you're like, oh yeah, this channel has the Sears commercial, or like
Yeah.
the JG
Oh, yeah, I know what
Wentworth,
you're
or,
saying.
or
Yeah.
something that you like. You're like, okay, actually I like it. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
you're like waiting for that one to come on.
Yeah, now with like the streaming service, I was almost going insane with like every time there would be a commercial on, I would just be like,
yeah.
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 Yeah. Do you see those like jokes now about people being like, oh, if you get this streaming service, it's like that's just as much as cable. It's dumb and like
Yeah.
but I would pay as much as cable to like the. It doesn't matter if it's the same price or even if it's like more. It's like that just like what we were talking about, like the fucking terrible limited programming, the endless needless channels with cable,
Schedule.
and just like the schedule, having to fucking wait to watch
Yeah.
something.
yeah.
And commercials, like, oh my, I can't, like every time I go to like parents' house or like fucking hotels when we're on trips, it's like, it's awful.
It's like
That's why I
yeah.
always default to the Food Network, because I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I know they're always gonna be fucking running Beat Bobby Flay, but it's better than fucking Cops
Yeah.
and Ridiculousness.
Ours is always
Yeah.
True TV and in Practical Jokers.
Oh,
That's-
Impractical
that's
Jo-
ours.
that's
that's another good one.
That's
Yeah.
a
That
good-
is, yeah,
That's
I
a
didn't
good
even think
standby.
about that. Whenever I go to a
Oh.
hotel, that is where I end up is
That's-
in Practical Jokers.
Because that's
That's
another one
another
where it's
fallback,
the
yeah.
only thing that's on.
I
is
was
Yeah.
Practical
I was at
Jokers.
work the other day and I was in the break room and like there's a TV on. It's not always on, but sometimes someone will just put it on. And Impractical Jokers was on. And there's one of my coworkers who is not particularly bright,
Okay.
and like she was watching it, and then like I had to watch another one of my coworkers explain to her like the concept of like practical jokers. Like I feel like it's a show you could watch where it's like they cut away to the guys in the van and they've got the earpiece and he's like telling them what to do and what to say. And it's like she's like, so wait, so they're telling him what to do?
Oh my god.
And I was like, oh
Man,
I'm just trying to eat my food and
I
someone has to explain to you how impractical
they were probably a huge
jokers.
fan of this show, and you just totally
Yeah.
She's living in like the invention of lying universe.
Why would they do that to somebody?
That's mean. Why would they do that? I
Yeah.
don't get it.
Why isn't he telling the truth to him?
What is truth? And then she just starts to question everything
Yeah,
about
existential
herself.
crisis because of impractical jokers.
And then it's just like on the screen, it's like a guy like sitting on a whoopee cushion and farting like in public. And she's just like,
Oh, he farted. He must have IBS or something.
That poor man,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah,
in public. Why are his friends
should-
laughing at him?
that is actually
you
I
should
think
show her
should
the
leave.
Carl Havoc skit.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
I think you should leave skit where like they put a whoopee cushion on his seat.
Oh,
and he
yeah.
like sits on it and he's like,
Yeah.
What's the joke?
What's
that
the
I
joke?
fart and it stinks so bad that my wife gets sick and has to go to the hospital. And he's just like,
And then
goes
some other guy who actually has cancer and needs help, he just dies, and then his family said, "Is that the joke?"
Fucking show. Holy shit.
I'm really worked up and I have family pictures today. Oh, it's great. I like how we've kind of become a clip show for I Think You Should Leave.
Yeah.
yeah. I think you should leave, and it's always sunny. Those are
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly consciously tried not to refer to I Think You Should Leave because I feel like I do it too much.
Do it too much.
And
Yeah.
when you're talking about impractical jokers, I immediately thought of Carl Havoc. And
Yeah.
I was like, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
No, but it's perfect.
Every time we watched it on
I
Thanksgiving,
actually-
I was crying again. I can't.
Yeah, yeah.
I
can't
actually
not
want
laugh
you
at it.
to like play that for her at the moment when he's like fully dressed up, so she doesn't see
Yeah.
the setup. And she's
No,
like,
the-
"Why
even-
does that guy look so weird?"
Even with the setup though, she'd be like she'd like get it, you know, she'd like be following like, oh okay,
Yeah.
it's a thing. He's dressing up.
There's a lot of fucking shit on his face.
Yeah, he's right. That chin does look like it kills.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Be around anymore.
I can't see fucking shit out of this. at least the one that we did until we went back into Carl Havoc. At least the one that we did is one that we don't always reference, like
Yeah.
the ghost tour. Or whatever.
Yeah.
So the whoopee cushion one is one of the like
Lesser known.
Yeah. But
Are we gonna do
Anyways.
this anchor ad? Like, should we do it live?
Yeah. Let's
so
let's reenact it.
I don't remember like the copy though. I don't remember like the key phrases.
do we want to do that? I don't know.
We
somebody
can
beatbox.
cut away to it, and then I just want to make sure that everything's still going on my computer.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can reset our cameras too. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's take a word from our sponsor,
which is us.
Yeah.
Oh, that was another thing. I looked. I when I was on the Anchor site, we've made $7. So
shit.
that's pretty
Cool.
That was about 30 minutes.
Get your texty text out of the way.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's a
Oh well, my notes are on my phone, so I have an
Yeah, same.
Sure.
All my notes are on my phone.
Yeah, my notes are on my phone.
I
too.
was-
I just have this book to look smart.
I
like
was-
I can write.
Driving, watching the movie, and taking notes all at the same time.
Yeah, these little field.
You don't have notes, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can be
Yeah.
back now. We're back now.
We're back.
I'm thinking
back
we're
now.
back.
Yeah.
Uh,
Gotta do it every time now.
and we watched a movie called Jack Frost. Usually I have like the page pulled up so I can reference the details. It's directed by somebody.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, pretty much.
Some idiot.
And it's from 1998, not from 1997. We can talk about that. If I don't know if you guys pull up, we'll get back to it. But
Troy Miller.
it is Troy Miller. Okay.
Yep.
It tells the story of Jack Frost, a musician musician and family man who is having trouble connecting with his son Charlie. So he dies. And then
What?
his son he dies on Christmas, I should say that. And then a year later he magically returns as a snowman, and in this time tries to be the dad that he supposedly wasn't, but we can get into that.
Yeah,
later.
this is going on way too long for what this is. He was a producer on Flight of the Conchords and Arrested Development.
Was he really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
no,
what his
his-
like top 2 known for are.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then a bunch of Jeff Dunham specials.
Oh hell yeah!
That sounds
Chelsea
more
Handler, Brian
apropos.
Reagan.
He did the Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yikes.
Now this movie makes a lot more sense.
he's a TV guy for the most part doing, and
He
like his
kinda
feature
looks
films are
like-
just.
What's
dog
the
shit.
guy from Shameless? Is that what it's called?
Oh,
William H.
Gallagher
Macy?
or his
William
real
H.
name?
Macy?
William H. Macy. He kind of looks like William H. Macy.
You mean from Mysteries? Oh, what was that? What was that movie?
Charles Styles Mystery Diner?
he looks like
Have you seen
Raiden
Food
mixed
Network?
with William
Holy
H. Macy.
Oh, that's what he
Holy
looks
He
like.
looks like-
Oh Jesus!
He looks like Raiden mixed with William H. Macy
Holy
mixed
shit.
with
Oh.
Billy
looks
Ray
like,
Cyrus.
He looks like he's in like the Broadway stage production of The Lion King.
Yeah, this is the one where he looks like
Holy-
William H. Macy. Like, a little
Oh,
bit.
I didn't need to see that.
yeah.
He looks
Actually-
like fucking the Jack Frost snowman.
I was just gonna say,
Jesus, yeah, he
this-
just modeled it around himself. The director looks like an American version of Tommy Wiseau.
He looks like one of those.
Just do this for the
Yeah. Have you seen? Have
yeah,
you
let's
seen,
look
like,
on a riff on his physical attributes.
Yeah,
He looks like one of those like. There's like a Twitter account that's called like this person doesn't exist, where like they just
Yeah,
filter like
yeah.
keywords into an AI and they like develop a person based on that. But it's like, but it's like if you look closely, like the ears are just like folded over. Like, it's like like on the periphery, the AI like doesn't know what to do. But that's kind of what he looks like.
Okay, let's get into actual.
Yeah,
movie.
let's.
I mentioned the snowman. Actually, which I don't get this because I don't think it looks like him either. George Clooney was originally
Uh-huh.
cast as Jack Frost, and that's who the snowman is modeled after. It's supposed to look like George Clooney, I guess.
okay,
But
that's
I don't
weird.
see that anymore.
Well,
than
after I
Michael
knew
Keaton,
that,
really.
After I
'cause
knew
it's
that, I
3
feel like
balls of
Michael
snow.
Keaton like did all of his lines in the style of like George Clooney. Because like when
suppose so.
he's the snowman, the way that he talks, it sounds very Clooney-esque to me.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
And maybe it's because like I knew it after the fact, but after I knew that, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
kind of sounds like he's doing an impression.
yeah, because he's like he kind of like is shuffling around, mumbling, and like just saying, like
Yeah.
like kind of like softly cool. That was no, I think Michael Keaton played a really good cool guy. Like a cool dad, because he was always like calling his son like dude, man, bro, and like it's usually like very
Charlie boy.
It's very forced
Charlie
when
boy.
like older guys I feel like try to play cool guys, but like Michael Keaton's just so cool, it came natural.
Can we switch seats? What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking
Did
about?
you also see who was originally slated to direct it? It was Sam Raimi.
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Sam Raimi
Yeah.
and George Clooney, and then after George Clooney dipped, Sam Raimi was like, "Well, no,
Yeah,
I'm not
Fuck.
doing this."
Imagine how much better this movie
They,
would have been.
the snowman
what-
transformation would have been
Like,
much more,
horrifying.
horrific.
Yeah.
It would have been like screaming and like
It would like it would have shown his like human arms like melting away.
Yeah,
and the
oh,
branches
shit.
being
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
what,
Yeah,
what
like
remains.
the wood like growing out of his arm.
Yeah,
like,
something
like, fully,
Fingers,
like
his fingertips like getting longer and like
it
growing
would have. It
leaves.
definitely would have
forming
shown
into,
him like the ground opening up and him coming up from hell.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and like transforming.
like
Because
the-
that's what I was thinking was like I when I first watched this movie, or thinking back to when I first watched this movie, I was like, oh, he dies, but then it's like the same, he dies in a snowstorm and then he comes back that year. No, this is a year later that
Yeah,
he comes
yeah,
back.
Right, yeah.
He has been dead in some kind of afterlife for a year, and then he comes back and he's just like, oh man, it's cold out here.
Yeah,
Let me
like-
go
Well,
inside.
He plays it very casual for like coming
Yeah.
back
Well,
from purgatory
he has
or
to be
wherever.
like, yeah, if he was like in hell, he would be like just fucking screaming
Oh my
the
God.
whole time. Just like not. He's like,
like the entire time. Like,
yeah, no, yeah.
And that was the torture too, is he was in hell and burning, and then he comes back as a snowman.
Yeah,
who's
that's part of
freezing
it.
cold. And that's
And
why
that-
he says, "Oh, it's cold." out
that
here."
adds a whole nother layer to the fact that he just like willfully goes back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like,
Hell
it's-
is better than this. shit.
yeah. You're fucking.
I actually got a pretty sweet setup down there.
Well, okay, this is the thing that it's a little confusing because when he comes back, he's kind of acting like almost like he blinked Like he was in the
Yeah.
like
He's like, "Oh, I'm home."
he's like, oh yeah, oh I you know
It was like before.
how did I get here type thing. Like he
Yeah.
woke up from a dream or
How did he
something
get
like
up
that.
there?
Yeah. But then like in a later scene, he's like Charlie's like, you died, and he's like, yeah, I know.
I was
Yeah.
there.
Like-
He says I was there.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
does know. I don't know. Like
And
maybe
then-
it came back to him, but they don't show that.
I can't. Does he ever mention that it was a year ago, or is there like? Because that's the thing. If he does just do that snap where he wakes up and he's like, oh yeah, it just happened. There's no like revelation, because I know it's mentioned that he died a year ago, and he's not like, oh my god, I missed a year. Like where have I been for a year? It's just like, I know it's a Christmas
can-
movie, so it's not that heavy.
You can
but
like remove the 1 year later, and the movie
Right.
is not
Right.
any different.
You don't need to put a
whatsoever.
timeline
Yeah,
on
Right.
why does it
Yeah.
have to be a
It
year
felt
later?
arbitrary. I was
Yeah.
like,
I guess
why?
it's because no, it would make more sense if it was
maybe
that year. Like
maybe to let it settle so that like
You don't have to go
the
to a
mom's
funeral.
not like crying the entire movie.
Yeah,
It can
yeah.
more just be like, you know, when she thinks about him. But like if it was immediately after he died, it would just be very dour.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
it's because otherwise, like when the bullies see him and they try to talk shit, they wouldn't be able to go. He's fucking lame since his dad died.
God. Dude,
You
and then
can't bully
fucking-
effectively since his dad died. He sucks.
How about Snow Dad's better than No Dad?
Oh, yeah.
That was. There were like a few lines in this that I got a chuckle out of me. There were a few, and that was one of them.
I don't know if that was supposed to though. Not
no,
in that
that's
way. I was
great.
like, oh my god.
That another Sunny reference that reminds me of the thing where the episode where Dee has a baby and they're like, it's actually a blooper, and he's like, what's better than having a dad? Because like Mac and Charlie decide they want to be the dad. They're like, what's better than having a dad, or what's better than having no dad? Having a dad? No, having two dads.
Yeah, those kids were fucking rough.
Yeah, he has like a permanent Slim Jim hanging out of his mouth.
Yeah.
That got me too, and like this. Also,
That's supposed to be like his cigar.
Yeah,
yeah.
As the
The
villain.
World
Yeah.
War II
Jack
opening
T-
sequence.
He's Jack T. Ripper, you know, as
Yeah.
a bully.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid, because this is I initially watched this a ton as a kid. And I have a very like fond nostalgia for it, which has been destroyed by watching it now. But like I remember the snowball scenes, like the snowball fight
Yeah,
scenes
they
as a
seem
kid,
cool.
was like the coolest
Yep.
shit.
I was
It
thinking
was
the
so
exact same
cool.
thing. Even watching it now, like as like just by themselves, I'm like, I still am like, damn,
I
that'd
would.
be so cool. As
There
a
was
kid
never
to do
never
that.
had a snowball fight, even like a
Remotely.
tenth of
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
You
They
know,
shot it
even
like
close.
Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine if Raimi did that. It did the snowball
Yeah.
fight scenes. How fucking violent! You just see like kids' limbs flying everywhere.
Yeah.
Slow-mo.
And he would like direct the kids to like play dead after they got hit with the
Yeah.
snowballs,
Yeah,
like they were
yeah.
actual deaths.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, there's like shit like the I don't it's so weird how they like treat the snowballs too. Like they're like, "Oh, don't get hit with it." And like they're acting
Like
like
they're
these
gonna
kids are
die.
actually bullying him. But then like they get hit and they're just like,
yeah, like
All
in,
right.
in the face too. But every time they're like, "Oh, he's out in the middle. He's gonna get killed." Like,
yeah.
well, and okay, I'm thinking of like the snowboarding scene, right?
oh yeah,
And there's like the kid chasing them and he has like a bucket of snowballs and like, why are you doing that right now? Like, what are the snowballs going to add to this?
yeah,
Like, you're trying to catch him, right? Because he just like showed you guys up. Like, you guys just got pummeled.
yeah.
And now you're like, you need to catch him.
Right after
Why
he
did- why
falls
did-
off the cliff and they're like laughing
Yeah,
at him.
that
'cause
was-
he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
we
And I
got
was
his
watching it,
ass.
I kept saying to Klee, I'm like, wow, 3 kids died in this chase because there's the kids who run into that pipe or whatever, and then the huge
the
like
tree branch thing.
no,
Yeah.
it's like the snowball that's like
Oh, yeah.
6 feet
Oh, they
in
get
diameter.
slammed in it?
It runs into
I
them, and I'm like the reason that they show that their reaction shot after is
So you
to
know
make
they
it
don't
clear
die.
that they're not fucking dead. and then
it's like a 1,000-pound snowball.
yeah. And then the fucking Slim Jim kid, what happens to him at the end? Is that the tree branch?
No, he's
maybe?
a good kid at the end.
No,
Yeah,
I'm saying at the end of the snowboard scene, like he also dies. I just don't remember how.
He
They-
should be dead.
Yeah, exactly.
He wipes out, and I remember he like slides down the hill, and he like gets like hit in the gonads with a tree.
Yep. That's a nut shot. I
Yeah,
was like, I
yeah.
bet as a kid, I thought that was like, oh, you got hit the balls. Oh.
But hey, his hair stayed perfect because he used
Yeah.
an
Yeah.
entire bottle of gel like
Fucking
everybody
hair.
did in
Yeah.
'98.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
All the bad bullies in the '98 movies had that
Yeah,
hair.
that
the
like
spiked hair.
snowboard kid hair.
Chloe told me that he ended up being a bully in the OC as well. So
Oh,
Oh, he
shit.
looks like a OC bully for
Typecast,
sure.
yeah.
I was that gonad shot that made you giggle as a kid, that's where the lizard brain started for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's like the
Yeah.
domino that knocked it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
you
that
guys-
meme with the little domino and it's like
Yeah,
bigger,
yeah.
bigger.
Yeah. Did you guys notice who played Jack Kaplan, the record producer?
Dweezil Zappa.
Did you notice
There's
who
3.
was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Moon Unit and
So Moon
Ahmet.
is uncredited.
Ahmet, yeah.
She's the teacher.
Yeah.
right.
And then Ahmet is the snowplow driver.
Right,
So
yeah.
for some reason, 3 of Frank Zappa's children are in this movie.
That's wild.
I don't know why.
And there's that like focus on the Stevie Ray Vaughan
Oh yeah.
yeah.
performance.
And he's
too.
credited too.
He's credited
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Stevie Ray Vaughan does himself, and I was like, isn't he dead by now in this?
I
wonder if the
yeah. I tried
homage.
looking
It's
up.
like- yeah.
I mean, this is one of those just like forgotten movies of the '90s. So there's just not a lot of. I was trying to find like, this guy know that? Did the director know
Yeah.
the Zappas or what? Because it's. Why are all 3? You know, if one of them, like Ahmet, is in like a few movies.
yeah.
Like he,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I think Dweezil and Ahmet were like, I think they were VJs on MTV. They kind of had a
Oh,
thing
okay.
going on in the
Okay.
'90s. Like they put out an album together. Like Dweezil was kind of around, and so I don't know if it was like, but this is not like kids are gonna recognize Dweezil Zappa.
Right.
Like kids
yeah.
are gonna watch, and be like,
Yeah.
oh, that's the guy from MTV. Like
Yeah.
it's a very niche.
That's what
you know.
his Ahmet's like major screen time part where he's like he parks in front of the guy with the truck where they put the
Yeah,
snowman
yeah.
on.
Oh, I was gonna say Henry Rollins. That's another like
Oh,
rock
yeah.
musician too.
Yeah.
Although he's again like he's also an actor. You know, he's been in a few
Yeah.
things too. So
Yeah.
it's more weird to
Uh,
see Moon and Dweezil.
Did you,
for sure.
So that's the scene where the bully comes out of a store. Did you guys catch the name of the store that he came out of?
No.
Which scene? Wait, I guess I don't.
It's where the bad kid. I think that's where he says Snow Dad is better than No
Yeah,
Dad.
yeah.
Oh,
And he
okay.
helps him get the snowman on the truck
Okay.
before he drives him up the mountain. The name of the store that he came out of.
What was it?
It was called Bad Boy. I was like, oh shit! So that's where he gets his like
That's-
refills of Slim Jim and hair gel.
Yeah, it's hair
That's
gel.
the bad boys.
Yeah.
He
Mom,
goes,
give me $5. I need more hair gel.
yeah.
my Slim Jim is soggy.
Oh my god. I also thought it was really funny that whenever Jack Frost, Jack Frost is in a
Whenever
band.
Jack Frost comes,
So it's so weird to me that like Charlie and his mom act like every time like he comes home, it's like he's been gone for like forever. Like it's such a spectacle
Oh, yeah.
whenever he comes home from work or whatever. And also
touring, yeah.
I also like laughed when he's like, one day I'll buy you a real house. I was like, did you see how big that house is?
Yeah.
Like the idea that like this upper middle class like house like that, he's like, I'll get you out of this shithole.
Yeah.
It's like you have a hanging basket for fruit.
Yeah,
in
it's
your
a
kitchen.
nice
like what are you
suburb house.
talking about?
In a good neighborhood.
Yeah, that's why like when I was doing the synopsis, I was like, he tries to connect them because like it's trying to do the thing that all these like Family Man type movies like the Santa Claus
Or like
where it's
Family
like,
Man.
or the Family Man where it's like he's like not a good dad, he's neglectful of his kid, and then when he becomes Santa, he really tries to like connect with him and like be a good dad. And, like
Kind
that's
of.
the whole thing,
Oh, Santa
there-
Claus, yeah.
that's like the arc of it is that like bad
Liar.
bad parent at the beginning, realizing and trying to connecting with their kid.
Yeah.
And they try to do that in this one, but I'm like, he's a really good dad. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's very caring, very empathetic. Like he's like a perfect father. He just like
He missed a hockey game though.
He missed the hockey
he
game,
goes
and then
away
he was gonna be the cabin late. That's
yeah.
it.
And
Yeah.
then they're like, hey, we got a fucking record deal.
Yeah.
And he's right away like, I don't know if I want to do this because we have our thing. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna like say no to this huge opportunity because I want to
Yeah.
be with my family
he
for
gets
Christmas.
killed for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
gets
and
killed
these
for the
kids
change
fucking,
of
like,
heart.
Take your fucking harmonica
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
It's like,
that really
piece of
sentimental.
shit.
That was another thing. Being a good dad, that was a really good
Yeah.
present. Like the harmonica, like I
Yeah.
bought this on the day you were born. This is special to me. It's like
I don't need this anymore.
Yeah, why do you take it out of the case?
I was
too?
like, dude,
he had to take it out of the case to
yeah.
be like, remember this? Like, it's not just a case.
Yeah.
There's a harmonica
like-
in there. Fuck you, Dad.
Dan's
It's like
box.
it's like you didn't question this decision enough. You didn't immediately tell them no.
Right.
Here's your harmonica.
Yeah.
And honestly, he should be the kid should be mad at the mom because she
Yeah,
was like, no,
she-
honey, like go
exactly.
do this, and the kid
Yeah.
was like, you know what, Dad, fuck you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Michael Keaton was like ready to say no
Yeah.
until she
Yeah.
was like, no, let's work this out.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
true for most kids, but that kid was definitely main character, like main character syndrome out the ass.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
like, really, you're gonna be late?
Yeah. That's
No technology, and that was like before cell phones or anything.
I was thinking the same thing. Like oh shit, that actually yeah, he's a good dad. So I didn't understand the whole like he's trying to connect with his son, and then when he tries to he's giving his son good advice, like take care of your mom. You have more responsibilities now, and the kid's like, I'm 12, I can't handle this. But no, the technology thing. So in the beginning, that's my first note is when they're playing their concert, the band is. And there's a guy in the crowd
A
on the
fucking
phone,
concert.
and he's like, "Hey,
Yeah,
you
that's
need to
Dweezil.
hear
That's
this."
Dweezil Zappa.
That's Dweezil. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a Back to the Future like callback?
Oh,
it's like, hey,
yeah.
I think this is the sound you've been looking
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
thinking of that too.
And then with that too, I didn't think about this because of Back to the Future. I thought it was because of the movie. I was like, whatever he's on in '98, like
It sounds like dog shit.
Dog shit. Like it's like, hey, you need to hear this stuff.
It's like distorted.
Yeah. I was like, that's not gonna sound good. And then having to think of Back to the Future, I was like, that wouldn't get a record deal.
Did you notice that I think it was a requirement in that band to have like a single hoop earring?
Oh,
Like-
absolutely.
like every
oh my
single
god,
one
this
of them.
fucking pork pie hat.
Yeah.
And then he
Oh, yeah.
goes into the harmonica solo. I was like, oh my god,
Such
this
a-
movie opens so fucking
Such a
hard.
good, cool guy.
Yeah, it was definitely it's a cool dad.
I like that his band is like a bit.
Yeah.
His whole band, the premise of it is like, my name's Jack Frost.
Yeah.
So I'm doing like snowman related material.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you're gonna get a
It
record
was like-
deal off of.
It was
It's
like
this is novelty music. What are you talking
it was like
about?
Blues Travelers mixed with like Counting Crows, but
Yeah.
like holiday version.
yeah.
I was thinking Blues
Yeah.
Traveler for sure.
The
Yeah.
best you're gonna get is like a Christmas CD that you put out and like people only listen to that time of the year. Like
Yeah.
he's acting like he's like, we're like, this is like serious art. We're
Yeah.
serious
It's
art.
like
Yeah.
we're groundbreaking artists because we're creating this new genre of like cool Christmas rock.
That you could listen to year round.
Yeah. It's like, do you like Christmas music so much that you want to hear it all the time?
Yeah.
But in July, it just doesn't seem right.
Frosty the Snowman.
Introduce Jack Frost
Yeah.
and the Jack Frosters.
Yeah. Before he turns into the snowman, though, I felt like the entire movie felt like a Folgers commercial, like that wouldn't finish. Like it was just the way that it was shot with the sentimentality of like the music and all that. Like I was waiting for it to turn into a commercial for Folgers or some
Yeah.
other like thing, and it just never did.
He did kind of have like the outfit for it, like
Yeah.
There's like an old
Yeah.
Folgers commercial
the
where it's
snowman. Is that what you're talking about? And like they
you
wrap it
think-
up and then it melts.
Yeah,
Or
there
that's
is that.
Campbell's. That's Campbell's soup. Yeah.
No, and then it's a kid underneath it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
that's dark.
I'm thinking there's this Folgers commercial where it's like a brother and sister,
Yep.
but it's really like Sweet
you
Home Alabama
It's like
vibes.
it has like incestuous undertones.
Yeah. Have you
But-
seen like there's like an
Isn't
ex-
it?
no,
No,
it's old as
it's
shit.
from the 90s.
Yeah,
There-
it was
well,
on
there's,
one of
like-
Nick's dad's Lions tapes.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
there's like an extended like somebody remade that commercial
Mhm.
and then like turned it into like an incest video.
Oh yeah.
So like they reshot the commercial as is, but then like at the end of it they start like kissing and then the parents come in and it's like
Yeah, well, he
It's
had
really
like
good.
the same. I mean, I guess it's of its time, but like he had the same outfit. He had like a cut off, just plain white shirt with like high rise Levi's with the shirt tucked in. And
Yeah.
it's like that's
That's how he gets ready for bed.
and the hoop earring.
Yeah.
and he's like, yeah, this is a cool dad.
yeah.
It's so
I
fucking
wish that
cool.
was me. So
Yeah.
cool.
I think like the performance of Michael Keaton though. I actually think like if I'm trying to separate the script from the performances, I think the performances are pretty decent.
Oh yeah.
If I'm trying to give it like even like kid actors, when you consider most kid actors for like this time before we had like the Stranger Things kids, you know,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
and like people actually started choosing decent children actors, like I thought all like even the kids for the most part were decent.
I thought
Yeah.
Charlie Boy was trash. And
Oh, really? I
when
thought he
they're
was
on
fine.
the sled, which is very obviously a green screen
Yeah.
with just
Oh,
like
yeah.
a fan blowing on them, he's just like,
Okay,
like
very
like
wood.
dialogue
I'm not
acting.
saying they're all fucking Daniel Day Lewis.
No, I
I'm
know.
saying for like a kid actor.
I'm just saying
like,
if you're gonna point out acting, I don't think I would do it to this.
when it gets to like
When
the,
he's crying
the
at the
cry,
yeah.
like, it's not
yeah,
bad.
he's,
Yeah,
no, I'm
you
just
know.
saying.
Not terrible.
I'm just saying. Although,
You can pick out like shots of people where they're like reacting to
Dude, there's this-
It's
Perfect
just the
whole
big
time.
jump. Ever since we watched
Yeah.
The Blob, Travis is like, he looked dumb during the big jump.
the sound, I don't know, maybe this was just my stream, but like when he's like crying and he gets really mad at the snow and he's like trying to shovel, he's like, "No, Mom, I got it."
Tread lightly. Tread lightly.
That was not intended to be like that. It was supposed to be like he was crying so hard he couldn't. Cut that.
Never.
I'm staying.
I turned into Walt Jr. for a second.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Oh.
It was completely unintentional. I don't know where that came from.
No,
but
Mom,
anyways,
what about you?
he's crying and I'm not gonna say it again, but he's shoveling. And then like the mom comes up and like the sound was like shit. It was
Yeah.
like really like
I didn't notice
echoey
that, I
and like
guess.
it was like muffled.
Yeah.
And Kelly was
It's
like,
like the movie audio.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
the-
Oh, weird.
That was one of my notes. Is
I
I
didn't notice
I literally I wrote down, is it just my internet or is this ADR insanely bad?
yeah,
Because
that's what Kelly said. She was like, "Is this ADR?" And I was like, "I
Be-
fucking hope not."
Because any scene that they're outside their house is like their audio. You can literally hear the room echo, like from
Yeah.
in the audio.
Oh,
it
I
feels
guess
like
I didn't
know what?
notice that.
yeah, like I thought it might have been just my streaming, but I was like, no, that's like anytime they're outside
It's
their
just
house.
room tone
The
outside.
outside, I mean, their house is very clearly a set. Like
Oh,
like
yeah.
across the
Yeah,
street
yeah.
houses were so bad.
But
They
it-
look so bad.
That's not the landslide scene, is it?
The landslide scene.
That's
I
when
took
he's
a note of
making
that
the snowman.
because
That's not the one that you were just referencing.
No,
though.
no, no.
Okay.
He's shoveling
I was
the
just wondering if-
driveway, and then Amit comes by and
Yeah.
blocks off.
Okay.
And he's
I wonder
like,
if Amit as the snowplow driver is on villains.wiki.
That'd be good. I was just wondering because
Let's find
I was
out.
like, is that why I missed the ADR? Because all I remember is after Landslide stopped playing, I just kept singing it to myself because I really like that song.
I like that song too, but it gave me such whiplash. It just seemed like such a weird choice.
I know, like
They blew the
every-
entire budget
I
on
put
the
down
rights to
every
that song.
song except that one. I was like, everything is so like, it's that like bubblegum like
Of its time, like
basic
90s
score. Like, oh my god! And then
Yeah.
you get to Landslide, and you're like, what is this doing in here? This song is too good for this movie.
Yeah.
like,
Because like that song is like about Stevie Nicks, like and her like failing relationships with like the whoever.
I feel like it's in there because of like, as it's like.
There's,
as
like,
time
one line.
gets older, children get older.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
getting older too.
One of the Zappas definitely picked that.
yeah. like-
Yeah.
But that's like, I don't. That's a song where like I think about like I don't know. I just think about the lyrics and stuff, and it just like gets me emotional. So I'm like, God damn it! Like you can't put that in this movie
Yeah,
because it's
yeah.
gonna make me emotional. I don't
Yeah.
care what the context is.
They should have put the Dixie Chicks version of it in instead.
I wondered for a second if that was it, and then when she started singing, I was like,
It's like, okay,
thank
it's
you.
Stevie Nicks. Okay.
It
I
would
like
have
the
been better
Dixie Chicks
for
version,
you
though.
if it was the Dixie Chicks version.
I
'cause
like
I
that
probably
version.
would. No, I do too. Yeah, but I guess I just prefer the original. But
Oh,
no,
yeah,
yeah, the
yeah,
Dixie
yeah.
Chicks one isn't bad.
It would have fit
But-
in there better. In the movie
Yeah.
better.
My next note was just J Shot Jack Cheese.
God damn it!
Did I beat you to it? Damn it, I'm sorry.
I meant to say that as my introduction.
Oh,
for the
I was
show.
like, you're using that as your outro for sure.
I'm using it as my outro, but yeah,
I noticed that. I was
I
like,
meant to say it for the intro. and I
oh
forgot.
shit.
Damn it!
I
But yeah,
didn't even
J Shot Jack Cheese.
think about that. The J shot?
Yeah.
I didn't even like
Back
connect
shot
the
jet
two.
shoot.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't either. Rory
Um,
Buck is on Villains Wiki.
Is he? Of course.
Oh,
The
he's
really?
snowplow driver is
Oh my
not.
God.
Oh, okay. A couple. There was like, like through the credits, there was. I'm sure these ones weren't the actual people, but there's a Mark Wahlberg, a Jack White, and a Phil Jackson.
What the fuck?
And then the two that I think actually are the people that you're thinking. I mean, the one is I only know him because of his grandfather, but like the first assistant director was Frank Capra III.
I did see that.
And then Paul F. Tompkins.
Yeah,
was
he's like-
apparently credited too.
He's like an audience member.
He's a comedian. He's got a mustache.
That's helpful.
Yeah,
He has like a bunch of podcasts.
he's in the Community. A couple episodes of Community.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys. You would know him.
Yeah,
like
probably.
you would know him for sure. And then Frank Capra, like It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah,
and
it's
like,
funny that like the
Arsenic and
family
Old
line
Lace.
has trickled down so far to where his grandson is now what was he listed as?
I think it was first assistant director.
The third.
Okay.
Though. Frank.
Frank
yeah.
Capra. Yeah, no, not the Frank Capra.
I was like, when I saw that name, I was like, oh shit, that's his. That's
Hey.
the.
It's snowing. It's a Christmas miracle.
It's a Christmas miracle. Oh no, is that a snowman?
Oh my God.
We don't talk about snowmen in this car.
Dad. There.
That'd be interesting. if my dad
I got it completely mixed up, and I got Frank Capra.
Frank
Frank
Zappa.
Frank Zappa.
No, with Robert Capa,
Oh,
the World War II guy. And I was like, oh,
that's
shit.
like
So
Robert Capa's like one of my heroes.
his grandson went into filmmaking, and he made this piece of shit. I guess
No,
it's
yeah, I
probably
love
an
Robert
equivalent fall from grace, like Frank
It would be,
Capra
yeah.
to-
Like you go from like
or
being
Robert
the
Capa.
only surviving photographer from the Normandy invasion,
Yeah.
to doing Jack Frost.
Oh no, it was your grandson.
It's like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
well, it's like the Hank Williams and then Hank Jr. and then Hank 3. But I guess
Yeah.
Hank 3 is like, I think he's more respectable as like the Hank Jr.
Hank 3 just sounds like a robot, like
Actually-
Futurama.
Yeah.
Speaking of though, I think just going. I think Frank Capra is a World War II vet too. I'm pretty sure he
Probably.
volunteered, like, because there's like a handful of directors like John Ford, maybe Billy
Joel.
Zane.
No, the guy that did Sunset Boulevard and shit. I can't think of his fucking name.
Oh.
But anyways, they're like I
Squire?
think he's one of them. I just
Squire.
I like those old directors. Oh, more about the music. Did you guys notice there was 2 or 3 Hanson songs in this movie?
I know the end
Yeah.
credits were Hanson.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not familiar enough with Hanson to be able to like pick
Well-
out anything other than like Bob.
I mean, I only knew it because we watched the credits.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
was only what. There was something. There was another credit song. Damn it! I wish I'd have written that one down. But there was something else that stood out in the.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look it up. You
I
guys
didn't-
can,
I
you
didn't
guys can
watch
talk
the
about
whole
it.
So
credits.
I had one note after I watched the movie, like after I kind of sat with it and thought about it, and I think the real villain of the movie
the viewer.
is Mac, the British guy,
Oh, Mark Addy,
because
Oh.
Robert Baratheon.
Like
He
he cut
seems-
the brake lines so that he could
he
get with
seems
them.
to
Baratheon.
have no remorse or no
you know what I'm
like.
talking about from Game of Thrones?
Wait, are you fucking with me?
No, he's
No,
not
yeah,
with
the
Thrones.
British guy. That's Robert Baratheon.
Yeah, he's in it. Yeah,
No.
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's him.
and Fred Flintstone, and
Is it in Viva Rock Vegas?
yeah, and Viva
Yeah.
Rock Vegas.
What the fuck?
Another
And,
movie that I
um,
watched as a child that I was like probably
Yeah,
the original
I love that
Flintstones.
one.
We loved that one.
What
Yeah.
were you saying
Whoa,
about
that's
him being the
weird.
villain though?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. I wanna-
He
yeah,
he
sorry.
seemed to have no any sort for someone that he claims to be like his best friend.
Oh, like he's trying to slip in.
Well,
That's what I thought. Yeah.
he let him drive home with his windshield wiper that he knew was a piece of shit,
Yeah.
and that is
Through
essentially
the Colorado mountains.
that's essentially like what kills Jack Frost is the windshield wiper being
That's
shitty.
true.
And Mac is just like just ho hum going about his day.
He gave
Yeah,
him
no.
the keys.
He
and
had
everything.
like no remorse or like no feelings of badness like at all.
But Yeah.
That's why they did the year thing, so you don't have to go through all that.
If
I
you
guess.
remember correctly, Michael Keaton was just walking. He was like, "I'm gonna go see my son, and we're gonna do," and then he's like, "Jack, take the car," and he's like, "Oh yeah, that'll be much faster."
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
I
another thing too.
I think
Was
that
he
was
gonna
played-
walk?
I
that
don't
whole-
think he was. I think that was played. I think that was meant to be
Well,
a joke,
yeah.
but it's not a very good one.
But maybe they don't explain it.
He
It
wouldn't
could
have
be
died.
that
That's a
Jack
crucial
was like,
moment.
"Yeah, that windshield's fucked up. This car's a piece of shit. I'm not driving this
Yeah.
thing."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "I'll hitchhike."
Also, man, if my windshield was doing that, I just would have pulled over.
Yeah,
like
dude.
he's like, no, I gotta do it, and then
Well, he did pull over.
he was also
Technically.
driving really fast. And
He just pulled
that
over
too.
too far.
I was like, slow the fuck down.
Well,
yeah,
like, there's
yeah.
nobody
So
else
fast,
out
dude.
here. Like,
Yeah.
"No,
you are trying to become a snow
die.
dad. Like you are the only reason this whole thing is happening is so that you can die and then come back as a snow dad.
He's trying to Buddy Holly himself so his music can live on.
Those one thing I was thinking about is there's not most Christmas movies, most Christmas classics at least, are always set in the Midwest, like in Chicago or somewhere where like it snows heavy in the winter because that's where you get the biggest Christmas feel. And I was thinking, why why isn't Colorado more of a Christmas movie setting? Because that was like a lot better with like the snow and the mountains. And
that's true.
I mean, does Colorado? I don't think Colorado normally gets a ton of snow except unless you're up high.
If you're in the mountains,
Yeah, if you're in the mountains.
like
I've never been, but they're
I
like
think they were near
south.
Aspen, I think, and that's like yeah.
yeah, that's
and
like
that-
the
I
mecca
always
for
think
like
of-
skiing and snowboarding.
Yeah.
But that's like when we went to Colorado, I think it was in April, so it was in the springtime, and it was normal temperature. I think it was like
Normal
60,
snow.
70.
Oh, okay.
But then when you we went to Jesus Christ, what's the big mountains there?
The Rocky
Rockies.
Mountains
Okay,
National
yeah.
Park.
My
or-
bad. I was about to say the Appalachians.
Oh.
The Rockies, like when you get up there, it like obviously turns colder, but not even in the Rockies, but the surrounding areas, like the towns around there. When you're up at that level, it was 40, 50 in the springtime.
Right.
So it's like you still get the Christmas feel, and that's just I feel like it's a good setting for Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like at the top of those, like they're snow. Like I mean,
Yeah, no,
we
the
went-
mountains like always have
Oh
snow.
yeah, when we got to the top of the Rockies, it was like snowing up there, and
So
the wind chill
You
made
think
it.
he'd be a better driver in it then?
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I'm talking about like the end when he's like, "Oh, we can get you a plane down to South America." I'm like, "Bitch, you live in Colorado. Like, just go like 50 miles up a mountain and you'll be good." Like,
I mean, yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be that. Like, I'm sure that I guess he still has to eat, right?
Yeah, that didn't make sense either. He's got to eat.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't he eat snow or something?
Yeah.
How does that work? What's his digestive system?
Like, yeah, because he doesn't shit. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
and
when
also,
he
like-
when he moves, it's so weird how he moves. It's like he has legs trapped in the
Yeah.
bottom
Yeah.
wall,
Ugh.
and it's like he's just like walking, and then it's just like a brown streak. It's like coming out.
It's like a
Jabba
slug.
the Hutt.
It's like smeared out.
Yeah. Or just secretes, like whenever he melts, that's him shitting or
Yeah.
pissing or something like that.
And then he just goes and rolls around. I do think I will say the impressive part of this movie was the like puppetry, because
Yeah.
there was like a
There's
puppet and
Jim
it looked,
Henson.
yeah, it looked
puppet,
good.
Like,
Yeah.
it
That's
looked
why.
legit.
Yeah.
And then you could tell when it was CG, and it was like not
Yeah,
as
CG
not as
wasn't
good,
as
but-
clean.
which was
but-
mostly like the snowboarding scene, and then like when he's crossing the parking lot, because the moral of the story is like you have to literally kill yourself to make your son happy. Like
I know that's what when
he
you
was
guys were
going
saying,
to
like,
fucking die because he didn't want to miss his kid's hockey game again.
Didn't want to miss the J shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was another thing. Is like, why name it the J shot? Because it's Jack. Why not name it the F shot? That's
I
so
I
much
thought it was
better.
because of the
he
movement.
goes.
It's 'cause
Yeah,
the
he goes
motion.
like this.
I thought
yeah.
it was because it's.
Dude, I got that when I was fucking 6 years old.
Yeah.
Grow up.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, you guys are arguing that
That's
like,
what
oh,
I
he
get for watching while driving.
he should have pulled over. He should have, been safe. But like that would have been a really shitty movie. He would have just showed up safe and sound at the cabin, and then
I
never would have
okay.
learned the J shot.
Wouldn't have been
you
snowed
can't
at.
like
never would have been a snow dad.
I understand that events in a story have to happen for a story to happen, but like you can get to the end conclusion without having fucking like dumb basic at like
That's a boring
no like I don't know how to say it, but like it's I get that those things need to happen, but you can still have this course of this series of events and not have it just be so fucking cookie cutter like basic. Like I don't know. Like
This
things
is like you at the end of Brawl. No, it's no. There's not, it's in the river of no
I'm trying to
return.
think of like things in like in There Will Be Blood have to happen, because that's the story. That's where it goes. But like these things happen because of character motivation.
Yeah, I
And
mean, I was
because-
joking when I said it.
I know. I am going into why
Fired
this
him up.
movie.
It's too late now.
I know.
I'm saying I'm more like
fucking fired up.
attacking the movie. I'm at Jack Frost. This isn't at you or whatever. But
we're gonna get a comment on the Instagram from like the director's
From Frank Capra the Third.
Yeah, Amadeus. Who was that? The
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it was like it was Saul Zentz's nephew or something.
yeah. You're gonna get fucking.
Paul Zentz.
Yeah, please don't
What was
put
his name? And I was
please don't put the shovel the kid
That's-
shoveling as the
that's
clip.
anchor clip.
Please don't. Please don't.
Oh, that was I wanted to talk about that because I was watching and driving how we were talking about it, like how meta it would be if I was watching that scene where he went off the road and I went off the road.
yeah.
So I have this like that mount that I have my phone on. I just bought that and I thought it was gonna be cool because it's like motion sensor. So when you put your phone up to it, it opens and then it closes when your phone's on there. I was like, oh, it's super convenient. You know, just I'm a fucking consumer and that's what I consume. And it's a piece of shit because it'll like there's a little button on there on the side that you don't really press. You just kind of like put your finger on and it releases it. And it's so sensitive that like if I hit a bump too hard sometimes, it drops my phone. It'll just like open and just fucking drop.
So that's your windshield wiper.
Yeah, that's when I like it drops and I'm like, oh shit. But
Yeah.
I was thinking it'd be funny if somehow like I crashed, rolled my car into the ditch and it stayed in there and then I'm just like fucked up looking dead and then it's like and opens and just falls on my fucking face.
And it's still playing. it.
yeah, it's still playing the fucking scene
Just
and
like the
everything.
last thing you see is like the snowman coming to life.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
like falling into my fucking
Landslide is playing,
And you know
it's
you're gonna
final
die, and
moments.
you're just like, man, I hope that's real. I didn't give anybody a harmonica. Fuck.
That's what I was gonna say. The last thing you hear is his harmonica solo.
Yeah.
Okay, the last note I had for the movie, and like I don't know where we're at in the discussion. I know this is a little different
Yeah.
vibe than our normal thing, but it's the only other note that I haven't got to, so we can just kind of go over from here. But I said, why does he leave at the end? Like, what is he's like, I gotta go now.
They don't give a reason.
I was like, I think it's just like it's just like him driving through the snow when like I'm gonna freeze here.
Freeze. Yeah.
We're gonna be
This is gonna be a clean cut. Yeah, that was like his unfinished business.
oh
Yeah.
right.
That's why he's like, oh, okay, no.
Oh
yeah,
so
but,
even
like-
more so he was in
but
purgatory.
but this is the thing is there's no establishing of this. It's not like I have been brought back because of this
To do this one
and once
thing.
you know like there's like plenty of ghost stories or what have you where it's like, you know, oh, these are like
Do
these
any of
spirits have
these
unfinished
fuckers?
there we go. But yeah, it's like it's just like how he dies. It's like this thing happens because he needs to become a snowman. Fuck like the reasoning or like the like
Yeah.
thought processing of it. It's like, no, the story's about a guy that dies and then becomes a snowman, so he has to die. How does he do it?
And then as he's like fading away, or like I kept like picturing in Independence Day when the alien has the scientist guy, like he's like possessing him and he's like, release me. Like that's what I was picturing, like Jack Frost being like, oh shit, release me. I'm in indescribable pain. And then he becomes
version.
like a hologram, like the Tupac hologram of himself, and he's just like,
yeah.
I'm always with you. I'll always hear you. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, so, but you're good right now.
Yeah, like why not
Yeah.
just stay like this?
Like, just hang out.
Yeah, and
Show me the
exactly.
8 shot after this.
And there's no reasoning. It's like okay, he has
Okay,
to
sure.
become Snow Dad, so we have to kill him, and then it's like it has to have a sad ending, so he has to go away. And
Right.
it doesn't matter why. It's just it has to happen because we gotta have a sad ending.
Yeah, because they didn't like. He was melting because of the sun when he's trying to get to the hockey game. It was just because the sun was out, right? It wasn't
Right.
like he was running out of time.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
And,
And
he
then-
didn't melt at the end either.
Oh, he got
He
there and
just-
got inside and he was good.
It just dissolved, yeah.
Yeah.
And then but they didn't put a time after that. They weren't like it's Christmas is over. I have to go back
Right.
now. It was just
Yeah, none of that was established
Not
at
like
all.
the OG, like Frosty the Snowman, like, oh, it's winter's ending.
yeah
type shit.
That's how I thought it was gonna end. I thought it was like they're gonna fast forward to like when the end of winter and it's starting to get warmer out, so he has to go
Yeah.
away. But it's just like it's still in the middle of winter, for no reason.
Yeah, up in the mountains.
Yeah,
like
you could
this is
essentially
like
live
Didn't they
forever.
specifically
Yeah.
go up to the mountains to say goodbye to him? Where it's colder, or did they?
He didn't.
It was to keep
establish
him
that
alive.
until exactly.
They're like, we got to keep you alive, Dad.
So
we
have
got
to-
We'll go up to the mountains. There's this risky, and the bully's my friend now, and we got to the top.
Yeah.
And, okay, cool. Thanks. Bye.
We're gonna stay.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, and like right before that, when they get to the cabin, like Chloe and I noticed this, and like when they call the mom, he straight up talks like a serial killer.
Yeah,
I don't
he
think
does.
I don't think it was intended to read that way.
I think it
Oh,
was.
on the
But he-
phone.
Because
Yeah.
she was like panicked. kind of.
He's like, oh my god, who is this? He's like, I have Charlie at the cabin. Come meet us up
Yeah.
there. And then he just hangs up on her.
Jesus.
And I was like, why did he hang up on her like a serial killer?
Actually,
it's like
yeah, when
she
they,
doesn't know what's going on.
Right. When they got up there and they jump off the back of the truck, I was like, "Oh, that's right. This kid has no hat or gloves or anything. He just gets like hypothermia
I
and he's
thought
like
the same thing.
he's going to die." And then Jack's like, "Not on my watch." And then pulls out
Or-
his earring and
The kid dies, and then it becomes a snowman
Yeah.
to be with it.
yeah.
Oh, and he's killing. He's gonna kill his wife. Too.
That's how he
Yeah.
actually feeds. Is he
Yeah.
He collects souls. He's
Um,
just like, oh,
he
I
like
need more.
comes back and he's
Oh.
like younger, like he's like Benjamin
like,
Button.
I'm
And
making
he's like,
Snow Army.
I can fuck you like I did when we were in high school, baby.
This, the snowman isn't actually his dad, but it's like a Shang Tsung situation.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
And that's it. Like at the end of it, where his brother where Liu Kang's brother comes back, he's like, "Lou," and then he's like, "Is it you, Jack Frost?"
When he was trying to convince his son that he was the dad, you did a really terrible job because he couldn't name any good like. He was just like,
How
how
do
did
you remember any like
Right,
core
how did-
memories
anything.
from his
How did my-
childhood?
how did my
he's a
hamster
bad
die?
dad.
What? Yeah, that was like the worst dad he got. But then this, like,
It's like
all-
he becomes a bad dad once he's dead.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
And the kid said he's like they switched me over to defense like a year ago, and he was like, oh man, but it's like, wait, he fucking died a year ago. So he was dead
Yeah,
for
why
that.
would I know that? Why would he know that at all?
Yeah, it's like
He's
that's
like-
a bad question to ask.
He's like, what grades did I get on my last report card? And he's like,
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
I was fucking in the ground, bitch. Like, that's the thing.
have for dinner last Thursday?
Yeah.
I don't know how many fucking maggots are in my skull right now.
How badly decomposed am I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that impossible to answer question.
Yeah. Charlie, you know how a fucking body decomposes? Do you want to see? Go dig up my fucking grave.
He just like opens up his like
Yeah, it's-
snowman melt and his body
Oh
is in
shit!
there.
Yeah, like his
Gaping maw.
the snowman came out of his grave, like it just formed around his skeleton,
Yeah.
and like came out of the grave like that. So it's
Yeah,
just
there was-
his fucking decomposing
There was
body.
a
Yeah.
landslide in the coffin. Hey, coffin flop. He flops out of the coffin and his body just rolls down.
Yeah.
And then that's how he
No,
becomes.
that-
Jack
that's what
Frost.
you don't see at the end of the movie when like he dematerializes and floats away. Just like his skeletal like rotting corpse just like
Yeah,
falls out
Flops on the
underneath.
ground. Yeah.
He didn't. No, he didn't even die in the car accident. He just like froze, like Walt Disney. He just like froze his brain, and then like when he comes out, he like thaws out a little bit, and that's how he regains consciousness. So he's not actually dead at all.
Yeah,
all the
he's
time.
just fucking in pain all the time. That's like, or when they're practicing the J shot and he's like shooting holes through his dad. You just see like
Yeah, like
decomposing, yeah, like just maggots and shit crawling out of those holes. Look like the Sandman and Nightmare Before Christmas, when he's just like a sack of maggots when he gets ripped open.
Oh.
Or not Boogeyman, sorry, I think.
I really love.
No, now I'm lost. Boogeyman and
Nightmare
oh,
Before
I was on Elm Street again. I was like, Oogie Boogie is who you're talking about.
Oogie Boogie, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's funny. He teaches them the J shot, and he goes and the kids are like, "All right, you're back on the team." Like it's the kids' decision. And then they go, and they're in the game, and he like tries to do the J shot, and he fucking misses, and the goalie's like, "He's good." No, he missed.
He's fucking missed.
He's trash. He's garbage.
that kid's good.
Did you notice the Lawrence brother?
Yeah, Andrew.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. I knew I couldn't remember that. Yeah, I forgot that was.
As soon as I
Lawrence
saw like
brother,
the
but
freckles, I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's the back to like the snowman isn't actually his dad. It's just like that's when he was trying to prove that he was the dad and just missing everything. And it just all it took was like, you called me Charlie Boy?
Yeah.
And it's like,
Oh my god, it is you.
The
Yeah.
most basic ass name. Like any pedophile like
Yeah.
kidnapper could be
Sure.
like, "Come here, Charlie boy. What's
Yeah.
your name, Charlie?
Are
hey,
you my
Charlie
dad?"
boy? Hi, Dad.
So it definitely wasn't his
Another
dad.
thing is, the kid's name in the Santa Claus is also Charlie.
Boy.
No,
Whoa.
I'm
It's
just
just a-
saying it's just weird.
It's a good,
Interesting
and then
coincidence.
Willy
it's a-
Wonka, Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
a good
kind of like a cutesy name.
yeah,
kinda.
it is.
I just think like it's. I mean, I've referenced the Santa Claus a few times. It's very like kind of a similar idea,
Oh,
like Christmas movie.
Yeah,
Father trying to
That's
protect
a lot
his
of-
kid.
Jingle All the Way.
yeah.
Same like
Home Alone. She's
That's
they're terrible
Jamie, though.
parents. They like
Yeah.
Yeah.
leave their kid behind.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think
Did
of
you
another
did
one.
you see their they made a new Home Alone like
Mhm.
this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
One
scared.
of the kids from Jojo Rabbit.
yeah, that's
Oh, is it like the main kid from that?
No,
Oh.
it's
I
it's the
haven't seen
other kid.
The tubby kid?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't understand why they
I
would do
liked him
that.
in that movie
Why,
a
like
lot,
why
but-
remake Home Alone of all movies?
I don't think it's not a remake. It's like Home Alone 6.
No shit,
Yeah,
really?
It's like
Yeah,
the
that's what
Oh, wow.
they've been doing that.
Yeah.
I thought this was like a because isn't it just titled Home Alone?
No, I don't think so. Because there's the first two with Macaulay Culkin, the third one with Max Keeble, and
That's
then
right.
the fourth. Like everyone since then has been like a different kid.
Kind of like Karate Kid, where it just gets shittier and shittier.
Kind of. Yeah.
The one with Jackie Chan and
Well, that doesn't.
James Smith. That one's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good.
But-
I'm just saying.
oh
like,
yeah, no, that one was good.
I
Yeah,
love
like
that.
one.
When I saw that in the theaters, and theater, I guess it was just one time in one theater. When Jaden's getting like beat, I don't know why, because it happens in the OG Karate Kid, but when Jackie Chan just comes in and just starts whooping those kids' ass, I fucking lost it.
That's so fucking awesome.
I was like, this is badass.
That's one of my favorite scenes in the OG Karate Kid is when he just
Yeah.
comes in and just starts whooping ass.
I don't. It's so different with like Jackie Chan because like how he
Yikes.
does like his choreography is so like you can see and feel the hits
Yeah,
so well that
yeah.
like
Yeah.
he's like it feels like he's really fucking hitting those kids.
just fucked up some 12-year-olds. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
It's called Home Sweet Home Alone,
Oh, okay.
and it has 6 writers. Well, actually,
well,
it
that's
looks
always
like
a good sign.
it looks like it's 2, but they're credited like 3 times. That's weird.
because they got fired and then rehired. And
Yeah,
fired
yeah,
and
yeah.
rehired.
Yeah.
Where's the Jack Frost reboot?
There's like a horror
Oh,
version.
That okay? That's what I
Yeah.
mentioned. I mentioned that at the top. Yeah. A year before this, there's a movie called Jack Frost that is about a guy who dies and comes back as a snowman, and it's a horror movie, and he's like a serial killer.
Whoa. Okay.
And I really want to watch it. Like I was kind of like looking at the synopsis
You
and
guys
like
watched the wrong movie.
in that one it's kind of like the Blob. Like he's like impossible to kill. Like it says they like trap him in a furnace and he like evaporates, but then like once they turn the furnace off he condenses and like turns back into a snowman and stuff.
There's a
Word.
sequel to the horror one. It's Jack Frost 2, Revenge of the Mutant Killer Snowman.
Yeah.
Nice.
Great title.
Yeah.
Too many words. Oh shit!
It's like-
Even it's like the same. It looks like the same puppeteering too.
If
I
you-
know the snowman in like the poster for it, he's got like teeth and like really
Yeah.
creepy, but like the snowman, like the stills from the movie, he just looks like a snowman with like evil eyebrows, but like he
Yeah.
looks just like the Jack Frost in this one.
Yeah.
I think that Jack Frost had one of those like DVD covers that had the holographic.
Oh.
So
okay.
like when you see like the happy looking snowman, and then like you move it.
And then it's
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Okay.
I feel like I've seen that in like
Yeah.
Blockbuster
Yeah,
or
the,
whatever
like-
It makes
movie
you-
outpost.
It always, that poster has always reminded me of Clay Fighter 63
Yeah.
Third. Do you remember
Yeah,
that
yeah,
game? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a game that we'd always rent and be like, yeah, this game's awesome, but then we'd start playing and be like,
I think we just sucked at it.
yeah.
I think like
I mean, it's basically Mortal Kombat.
the
just, like-
animation's really cool.
Yeah.
Like
It's
know,
like
the
claymation,
The
yeah.
claymation
Yeah, yeah.
style is really cool.
we
I
should
think
watch that the horror movie Jack Frost.
Okay, we can get to that after, but let's wrap up the thing and I'll bring it up.
the only other note that I had is when it's when Jack is like melting or whatever, and Charlie Boy comes in and he's like, I really need to get Dad up the mountain and we gotta save him, and she works at a bank or whatever, and he like comes running in and he goes up to his mom who's like a teller, and this lady's waiting in line. She's like, "Hey, no cutting." and then she's like, "It's all right, ma'am. He's my son." And it's like,
That doesn't justify it.
I don't fuck your nepotism. I got shit to do,
There's
bitch.
still no cutting.
There's still no cutting.
But I
about
just
your
like
son.
how her initial thought is like, this child
It's
is here to withdraw some
Yeah.
funds
Yeah,
from his
yeah.
bank account.
yeah. I have business too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we'll go into scores. Do we want to go? Can we just go like left to right or right to left?
Sure.
Just
Sure.
down the line.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
so
get
down
to
here?
go first.
Okay.
I guess, yeah, since I did bring in this movie to watch.
Sorry, wait. Are we? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you were just talking about. Nick and I were talking about this earlier. That he was like, "Oh wait, I brought a shitty movie again." Like,
I was like, do I have the record for the 2 worst movies
Yeah.
brought onto the podcast?
Wait,
but then
the
I-
other one being, at least Bedeviled was a dud.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
But I
this-
was like, I get like half credit for this one because I also suggested it.
Yeah.
But like, yeah,
I
what
kept
scale are
thinking
we?
to myself, like, if I'd have just told Nick
to do
to
Muppet.
do Muppet Christmas Carol, we could be talking about that instead.
But then we wouldn't have gotten to the.
Yeah,
This is good. This
Yeah,
is a good
yeah.
one to do. I
dude.
think.
What? I interjected because what are we? What scale is this? Is this a dud or is this like a?
No, I think we got to do regular.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna do regular. So yeah, I brought this movie in. This is like a staple of my childhood. Very fond memories of watching this at my grandma's house. So I think it gets a few extra points for me just because like those nostalgia blinders are still on. And like Chloe had the same thought too, because like she had seen it before too. We watched it last night, and then we were both like, "Oh, this is kind of bad, huh?"
Mm.
And so, I there were a couple chuckles. There were some funny moments, I think, but a lot of like it feels like they wrote most of this movie and then didn't know how to end it. And so it just felt very rushed, like the last 20 minutes or so, where they're like, we gotta save him, we gotta get him to the mountain, and like you said, okay, bye.
Yeah.
He just goes. He's like, you've learned your lesson.
We got to 90 minutes. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's get
Yeah.
out of here. It's cool that the Zappa kids were in it for some inexplicable reason.
Yeah.
So 3 Zappa kids, 3 out of 10. 4 out of 10. Henry Rollins is in it too, I guess.
Okay.
So 4. Yeah, that's a 4 for me.
Oh,
dog.
Stevie Ray Vaughan's in it.
And yeah,
and Stevie Ray Vaughan. Okay.
Andrew Lawrence, he
Our
gets
co-
up 0.25.
Yeah.
the Lawrence kid. Yeah. 4, I guess.
I think I'm also going with a 4. It's between a 3 and a 4. It's not like it's not super offensive. Like, I'm trying to think of it as like
What a bar.
well, it's not like
It's not super offensive.
I'm trying to think of it in comparison to like the Discovery, where it's like I'd still like 1,000%. Even if I did say this was a 3, which is what I gave the Discovery, I still would watch this like so much over the Discovery. Like,
It's not self-serious at all.
it's like it might be like simplistic, it might be dumb, but it's easy to take in, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's not like offensively terrible. It's just very average, very basic, very hallmarky. It's like just below. Like, I almost went with a 5 because I'm just like, yeah, it's kind of just average, right? But I think there is like a little, maybe it's the datedness that just kind of brings it down a little bit for me. But yeah, like I said, I think for the most part, for the script that they're given, I'm trying to like give credit where it's due. Performances are decent. I think in a vacuum, I think the landslide scene is good.
Yeah.
In a vacuum, it's very like it knows exactly what it's doing.
It's a Folgers commercial.
Yeah. But yeah, I think 4 sounds right to me.
It's a little depressing they didn't like have Stevie Ray. No.
Stevie Ray Nicks.
No, yeah, Stevie Nicks. They didn't have her like
Yeah,
record
she's
it so
done
it's
some acting.
snow slide instead of landslide.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think like what you were saying with the Discovery, I think the thing with the Discovery is
Can we just not?
This is an intervention.
Every bad movie is
Brought-
rated off of the Discovery now. That's like the new tier.
We all universally hated Bedeviled the
Hey,
most,
I'll
but we
also-
always
Oh,
go
yeah.
to the Discovery.
Oh, also
I
say
would still
not
watch
that
the
like
Bedeviled first before Discovery.
before the Discovery.
It's
Probably.
It's because
Probably. I'm if we're gonna be, I would watch this before Matrix Reloaded. I gave that one a 4 too. Like I
Yeah.
like this more than Matrix
I just
Reloaded.
what I'm trying to give you a little bit of credit, like or not you. I'm trying
I
to
don't
like.
own the movie. Don't give me the fucking credit.
I'm trying to like
I'm not a producer. or
take some
anything.
of the onus off of you. I just think that like with the Discovery, it's like that's a movie that you can't just like put on in the background because whenever you look up, it's just gonna be a bunch of fucking boring people talking, and nothing happens.
That's
At
what
least
this podcast is.
that's true. At
Yeah.
least with like Jack Frost or all these other shitty movies, you can like look up and be like, okay, this is fucking terribly bad in like a funny way. Discovery is just like boring and there's just
There's no snowball fights in the Discovery.
yeah, it's like somebody
Right.
it's like somebody reading the dictionary. It's not like uninteresting. It's just like it's boring.
You're gonna have to start doing special segments in each podcast, just talking shit about Discovery in new
Okay.
ways.
So yeah, I'm gonna give the Discovery a 3. No, I'll give this a 4. I really don't have anything else to say
Fours
to it.
across the board.
I want to give it a 3.5, but for Moose's Secret Santa, I'm gonna give it a 4.
I'll
Oh,
definitely
nice.
say I think like there is like I thought like more so kind of like Mortal Kombat, right? I was like, well, actually it was the opposite. I thought I was gonna like not like Mortal Kombat, and then I did, and I think that and this are both influenced by nostalgia a little bit,
Mhm.
right? Like I feel like I give it a little bit of a pass because like you mentioned the snowball scenes, like those I still got a kick out of because I like remember thinking like, oh, that's so cool. So there are some of that like seeps into like my enjoyment of it for sure, but there's also some cringe ass stuff in this movie.
I think I would watch this before Mortal Kombat. I mean, I don't know why, but
See, I think also I kind of give it like a little like extra pass because of it being like it's like a Christmas movie, it's a kids movie too, right? And
I
like
mean, as a child, it definitely kept me entertained. So like,
I think as a Christmas movie, it's like a 6 for me. Like because there's not a lot of good Christmas movies. If we're being honest, like
Yeah.
there's not a lot. So I think as a Christmas movie goes, it's you know it's
it beats the
decent.
shit out of most of those Hallmark movies.
I'm gonna eject here out of the rating segment for a second. There was something that I forgot to bring up. At the end, right after he's evaporated, and I'm like, okay, well that's not that they're not gonna end with him like floating off into dust. Like there's got to be some kind of like post like script like resolution. And it opens up and it's the dog, and it follows the dog.
Oh yeah,
And it goes and it shows the guy playing the
expected-
piano, and then
note that
she's
down,
like
too.
talking, and then she lets he's got to go outside, and that's the bridge to connect to Charlie out there playing hockey with the bully and stuff. But then it goes back to the dog, and then there's not like I thought the dog was gonna like find him or something.
I thought the exact
Find
same
like
thing.
like the cork nose
Or
or
like
something.
Yeah.
the Iron Giant type ending.
Oh
right.
my God.
That's what I thought, and I was just like, why the fuck did it go back to the dog? I kept rewinding it. I fast forwarded through the credits, and I was like,
Did I miss something?
where is
same
this?
thing.
Maybe they're just saying that Jack Frost is now the dog. He just can't talk anymore. He's just trapped in a fucking dog.
A
Who's-
body.
he's
also,
he's
who's-
now a different Tim Allen movie, the
He's like,
Shaggy
yeah,
Dog.
he's speedrunning Tim Allen movie.
Why the fuck do they like they're irresponsible pet owners because they just let the dog out and it just fucking runs through the town like does whatever the fuck it
Yeah.
wants.
That is a weird way to end it. Yeah, because there's no. I thought the same thing. Is he gonna find something? As
Yeah.
I was fast forwarding through
It
it,
even
Yeah.
like cuts down to like it like pans down, zooms out of the set.
like it's gonna like
And-
pick up something along its track or
And
something.
then
like
he just
that.
like goes off on a side road and he's gone. It's like
that just
Yeah.
like plays into
Yeah.
how they just kind of needed to wrap it up real quick, and they were like,
Yeah.
we need to have some of these
We
scenes.
got some B-roll of this
Right.
dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, well, this scene would usually be used as, in normal movies, the dog would find something, or in normal
Right.
movies, we'd have a timeline on why he has to die. But in this movie, fuck yourself.
it totally would be fine and make sense if it was just like the dog is the bridge to get from the mom and Baratheon out to Charlie, and then it just shows
he's
Charlie, and then
definitely,
he looks
like-
back and he's like, "Hey mom, I remember Dad's still dead. Yeah, he's still dead, but and then that's it. it just like fades to black on her like smiling and watching him. But then
Yeah.
it's just that it cuts back to the dog.
Yeah.
That pisses me off.
Jack.
So I'm
Jack
gonna give this a 3.
Jack.
No way.
Jack
You
taught.
adjusting? Or
You retroactively going back.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3.
Nice.
not gonna do a 3.5?
No, for Moose.
Jack shot. Jack.
Wait, so why do you change it just because of that?
Yeah.
I just remembered.
I forgot. I didn't write that down in my notes, but I remember being very annoyed at that last night.
Okay.
Jack taught Charlie the J shot. Mac taught his mom the back shot.
Oh shit.
He's definitely smashed.
I mean,
come on.
We
The
can
amount of shit that he takes, like,
yeah.
we can agree that the J shot is just like a euphemism for jacking off. You just showed him how to masturbate.
Yeah, that was the actual plot of the movie.
Yeah.
Is he's teaching his son how to
Oh
masturbate.
my
Do it like
God.
this, son.
Oh my
So if we're taking that to its like conclusion, it's like he's racing to the building to make sure his son can do it. Like,
Yeah. He's like,
I
yeah.
need to make sure my son can do this in front of a lot of people.
When
gotta
he's-
win the big game.
When he's melting, that's just Michael Keaton like edging, and he's like, "Give me to the mountain, son. I'm gonna blow."
he's this whole movie, it's just a hour and a half long Jack Frost goon sesh.
I mean, it's right there in the title, Jack.
That's
Yeah.
what Tom Hanks movie is.
I
about,
mean,
too.
That's where they saw the name Jack Frost and they're like,
Robin
oh,
Williams.
Robin Williams. God damn it.
they saw the name Jack Frost. They're like, oh, Jack
Thinking
Frost. That's
of
a
Big.
snowman jacking
I'm thinking
off.
of Big.
yeah.
That's snowman jacking off.
Yeah.
That's what Jack Frost is. So we have to make a movie about
Jack
that.
Frost, Jack off.
Jack off.
Jack Frost.
Yeah, frothy frost. I need to go jack some frost out.
Daegan,
Yeah,
take us
digging it
home.
to your.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
a good, to follow that up.
Yeah.
Actually, now that the jacking euphemism is back in, I'm going
Back
up to a
up
4.
to This is a very fluid movie,
Yeah.
if you know what I'm saying.
I'm gonna give this a solid 6.9.
Nice.
Nice, hell yeah.
No, the yeah, I don't know. I didn't have any nostalgia connection with this because this was my first time like really even hearing about this movie. So I'm not gonna give it any extra points. But I liked how they like because you don't usually see in Christmas movies the bad dad having a job other than like he's a businessman. He's in the office
Yeah,
all
it's
the
always
time.
a businessman.
Yeah, so it was cool seeing like a different aspect. And not only did they do the music, I feel like they kind of did it well with like a kind of local halfway big musician, trying to like get a
Yeah.
label or something. And
I feel like his band was like an actual band too.
yeah, it
it
seemed-
felt
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah, like that felt legitimate. And like the songs, those were like original to the movie. Like they wrote those songs and recorded them. Like it was Michael Keaton.
I think
wasn't
so.
it?
Yeah, he's credited. Like
yeah. So that was interesting. And
Mhm.
I mean, I would definitely love some cool Christmas rock station music. I mean, I listen to that year round. But that was cool. And then the puppeteering, that was like the first thing I know, because that made me.
Yeah.
I was like, what year did this movie come out? Because it looked way better than '98. I feel like.
Yeah. The
And-
amount of expression they give his
Yeah,
face.
I thought it was CG at first, and I was
So
like,
did
"Damn,
I.
that's impressive."
Yeah,
It's-
yeah.
That's Jim Henson, baby.
Yeah, that's one of the kind of go off topic about like the 90s.
Not allowed.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The 80s or 90s movies, like especially the horror ones that use like puppeteering, like real material instead of
Yeah.
CGI to like show violence is 10 times more fucked up than CGI to
Oh,
me.
100%.
The Blob.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you get like that really disgusting feel that you don't get with CGI because it's like you just picture whatever material they use. Just think about being there like behind the scenes,
Yeah.
and even just seeing it, it's fake. It's still like, oh, that's fucked.
Did you watch? I mean, I know you weren't on that, but did you watch The Blob?
No, I
don't know if
didn't. No,
You should.
There's like the phone booth scene.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
yeah.
that part's so like
I need
gruesome, but
need to
it's
watch
like it's
that.
so
Oh,
good.
yeah. No,
That's-
it's great.
we fuck even more off topic. I watched the original thing.
Oh.
For
Like
Halloween.
from the 50s
Ye-
or
the
John Carpenter.
The
John
original
Carpenter
good
one.
one.
the original good one, yeah,
From the
Okay.
80s.
the 80s, yeah, that one. Like same thing, like that's like a fucked up type of
Yeah.
realistic.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
okay, so
yeah,
yeah, the puppeteering and then
the
yeah.
puppeteering is akin to the thing.
And then like the performances by themselves, how you were saying earlier, I really agree with that. Like, I think Michael Keaton as cool guy, definitely.
Michael Keaton.
Michael fucking Jack
Michael
Frost
Keaton
Keaton.
mask. That's what I was thinking of.
Jack Frost and Skeeton. Dave F. and Matthews band. There was like there was good parts. The snowball fights, I can see how like that as a even now, I mean, that was still cool to see. But as a kid, especially, like just fucking, oh, that's so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. There's enjoyable parts, but the main thing that just bugged me was the story. Like just how there's so many different, what the fuck? What that doesn't make sense. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And nothing really comes around to make sense or wraps around. And like, it's like the harmonica was. They talk about this. He's like, you're the one who blew the magic harmonica. He's like, well, I didn't know it was magic. And he's like, neither did I. They never explain how the fuck, it's just all of a sudden, a year later, he didn't fucking blow that harmonica for a whole year.
Maybe that's why he's in hell. It's like some eldritch horror that he like.
It's a trade-off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you were saying like in a vacuum, there's scenes that are like cool. And especially if you're rating on a Christmas movie, I would give it a higher rating. But just as a movie in general, like 2.
Oh.
I just like I wouldn't watch
that
this
sounded like
again.
it hurt Nick actually.
If it,
you had like the most positive things to say out of all of us, and then
but I
just,
wouldn't like. I mean, I like Michael Keaton a lot, and I like American Tommy Wiseau as a director, but that I don't know. I wouldn't if it's like convenient for me. If it's just I turn on my TV and this is already playing, I'd switch it. Yeah, like I just don't want to watch it again. And it's
He
like,
just downgraded it because we talk shit about the Discovery again.
yeah, I would have given it a 4, but I mean, talk shit about. No, I just it's a 2 for me.
Oh, okay.
On a Christmas,
I was just surprised. Like same thing with him. I thought you had like seemed like the most positive, but
that's where I fucking get you.
I think. Sorry, finish your thought first.
On a Christmas scale rating, I would give it like a higher score.
It's a Christmas 6, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say Christmas 4, but
it's
like
Christmas 6 and a New York 4.
That's when you're at a family Christmas party and you see your hot cousin. You're like, yeah, she's a Christmas chick.
That's what the Folgers commercial is from.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Folgers commercial is a Christmas 6.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
It's not awaken anything in me.
For Christmas movies, it's good, but just 2 for overall movie.
Damn. All right. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say I feel like just in my head, and again I do try to be a little bit more like Barbosa says these rules are more of a guideline than actual rules, right? That's how I think of like the number scale.
Yeah.
But I think in my head like the 3 barrier, and that's why I didn't put this. That's why I decided on 4. 3 is where it's like, even though 4 is negative, right? That's below average.
Yeah.
There's still like a little room there where it's like, as opposed to you, like if it's Christmas time and this is on, just let it run.
Right.
3 is where that's my threshold of where I start to actively dislike something.
Like hate it.
Yeah. And that I wouldn't, like 1 is like hate, but like 3 is like a dislike.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's where the Discovery lands. I just wanted to bring that back.
Which is weird because I think we all gave Cats like a 3.
Really?
But you actively hate cats.
Yeah, Cats like sucks. It's fucking
Yeah, it's
awful.
terrible.
Yeah.
But I think we were like, oh well, technically you gotta give credit. They worked
Yeah,
hard.
I
There's
think
people
maybe we
who
were-
are-
yeah.
That's the thing is like as the more
Cats definitely
episodes,
isn't a 1. But it's like a 2.
the
It's
more
a 2.
ratings and like episodes, the harder the ratings are gonna get because they're like, oh, I rated Cats as a 3, but so I can't give it
Here's
like
talking
lower
about
than
you.
Cats.
No,
So
he just wants his lunch.
Is his lunch fucking frozen peas?
Kingsley.
Yeah.
What?
Well, Kingsley, I think that's a good rap. He just fucking rapped it for us. We're all
Yeah,
staring
yeah.
at
It's
him.
like, can you guys shut up?
Okay. So for next week will be the Dead Week.
I feel like we've done like 4 duds in a row.
I was gonna
almost.
say we accidentally
Yeah,
did it
next
early.
week is Muppet Christmas Carol, right?
Oh yeah,
The
we should
dud?
do a palate cleanser. No, okay. So I brought this picture of Sex and
Saxon
Sarbino.
Sarbino.
No, I brought little Evie, which is the bad cup. Could pull from that, or do we want to do Jack Frost from 1997?
Ooh.
Keep it. It's not Christmas, but it's still like keeping it wintry, and it's like kind of like a follow up. It'll be the last one of the year, so it's kind of like keeping the theme
It's
going.
it's like Suicide Squad and the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Which both like our average listening time on those are 7 seconds and 14 seconds.
Yeah.
So
I looked at the percentage, and like it's not great for the one that we just did either, but
percent like rating.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, okay.
The
Oh,
Rotten Tomatoes
man.
for this one is 19%, but the one for the 97 one is 7%.
Oh shit.
Pretty. So
Oh my god! I looked it up on IMDb, and there's
yeah,
like a
it's-
snowman sex scene. It looks like.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
and it's supposed to be a dud, right?
Oh
yeah, I mean
Yeah,
that's
so-
what I was
okay.
saying. Like if it's a 7%,
Which-
yeah,
that's
okay. That'd
pretty
be perfect.
bad.
See, this
Yeah.
other movie was supposed to have George Clooney. This one's directed by Michael Cooney.
All right, sweet.
But
I like
is
that.
it on? Is it streaming anywhere?
I think I did.
Pluto TV.
Yeah.
It's on Pluto TV.
Which I think Pluto is like one of the free ones with
It
commercials,
is.
isn't it?
Yep.
Peacock,
Mhm.
Tubi,
Oh, Peacock. I got
Voodoo,
I have Peacock.
Voodoo, Voodoo.
All large
Voodoo.
options.
Oh,
that's
man.
great. In if you Google it, there's 2 posters for the horror one, and then the first picture from like an actual still is from the Michael Keaton one.
Oh man. Oh, okay. So this is fun. On IMDb, like they're really scraping the bottom of the barrel for like trivia. Shannon Elizabeth's first acting role in a movie and her first nude scene.
Oh, cool.
She filmed this before she got the breast implants she reveals in American Pie.
Oh,
Oh, dang.
my
Yeah,
god. That's
so-
in the 97 Jack Frost?
Yeah.
Oh, I got to stop looking at this because I'm looking at the
when
quotes
was
now.
I thought American Pie was like 95 or 96.
There's
No, it's like 99, I think.
oh, this
Damn.
is bad. Quote from Jack Frost. Gosh, I only asked you for a smoke. I gotta stop.
That's
okay.
That's
Yeah.
like
actually
that's
sick.
that's kind
Yeah.
that's along the lines of Snow Dad's better than No Dad.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the 97 Jack Frost would be perfect because it's just bad and it's also a good follow-up to Jack Frost.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay, so next time. So that means we still, I think, no, I'm just making an observation, but I think that's in like the past 2 months worth of shows we've had one cup pull. I think period.
Yeah.
Which I still like the Jack. I'm just saying. And then
That
the
was
week
still
after
a cup
isn't
pull.
going to be a cup pull.
That was
either.
still technically a couple.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, it's It kind of was.
or a die roll, I guess.
Yeah.
What's the week after?
Matrix.
Oh, Matrix Resurrections.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
And prepare if you. I mean, it's only 2 movies, but I still want to do it as a normal episode. But I was thinking our pre-chat for the Resurrections episode should be the Animatrix,
Oh yeah.
especially if you guys haven't seen the Animatrix.
I haven't seen it
because
either.
DVD. I
I
haven't
think
watched it
it's I think it's worth a chat.
We'll see if I'm in on if I want to do that.
Have you seen that before?
No, I've seen parts like the beginning part of it, and I was just like,
It's not.
this is
I'll
not-
say it's not totally on fire. I wanted to cover it since we're covering all the other Matrix ones.
Nice, neat little package of all of the movies.
Yeah.
Is
It'll be out in time.
yeah, it's like December.
It comes out the 22nd, and we will be
Oh.
doing that episode presumably the 26th because we're not going to do it on Christmas, obviously, which is Saturday.
I might have to do that Sunday. I might have like a family Christmas on the 26th, but we can figure
Okay.
that out.
I'm sure that it's going to be a little wonky, but either way, it'll
Yeah.
be after.
Yeah, yeah,
The-
yeah.
it
We
going
can do it
to
early too.
a
You know.
streaming platform then being released on that, or is it
Yeah, it's at HBO, right?
okay?
Oh, nice. Okay.
And same thing, Animatrix is on HBO too. They have all the Matrix stuff on there right now, so it's perfect.
Perfect.
But yeah, I'm sure the recording that week is going to be a little. It might not be our normal day, but
yeah,
I'm sure we'll work it out.
yeah.
But damn, God, I feel like there's something really good for this, for the sign off. I mean, I
Shay
know
Shot?
like yeah, but that's not like
Yeah.
that's an addition to it.
I mean, I got mine.
I guess if
I'm gonna
we're
try and steal Travis's. I'm gonna whatever it is.
before we do that, I guess I'll say we're if you're watching the stream, we also have this is also in podcast form on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, the other shit. And then if you're listening to us in podcast form, we also upload these as VODs to YouTube and Twitch. These stream semi-live on Twitch. Every Wednesday at 7. It's all released across all platforms.
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
we have socials on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as well.
Give
I
us a
think that's
follow.
it.
Give us a review on Apple Podcasts. I don't know if Spotify has any like
I don't
reviews
think
like
so. I think it
Yeah.
just goes off of like follows and
Yeah.
listen data.
that.
Yeah.
Give us good ratings, please.
Yes, please. For Christmas.
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
all I want for, all I
Yeah.
want for Christmas is some 5-star reviews
Yeah.
on iTunes.
Yeah.
Snow ratings are better than no ratings.
Yeah.
There you go.
Damn.
Stalling for time to come up with.
Yeah.
I've got a couple now. I don't know which one I go for, but I am your Slim Jim hanging out of a bad boy's mouth.
From Bad Boys Store.
DJ, aka J Shot Jack Cheese.
There you go.
You should have
With
said
me,
I'm
as
your
always.
Tim Jim hanging out.
Jim.
Yeah.
J Shot Jack Cheese.
I am your classic rock loving negligent snowplow driver, Amit Zappa, aka Nick, aka Dr. Funk on Twitch, and with me as always.
As always, I am your frustrated child labor, completely normal child shoveling snow at the end of a driveway, aka Travis, aka the Super General.
Okay.
And with me, as always,
You forgot to mention you enjoy kids.
and when I said that was kind of a Chris Pratt right there. I just said normal kid,
Oh, ouch.
implying that other kids aren't normal. Yeah, that's not what I meant.
Yeah.
Cut that.
You still fucked it up.
I did.
Yeah, kids in poverty are just as smart as white kids.
I tried.
Yeah, Jesus.
I tried to dig myself out of this snow like mound, but I just
and
went
Amit
deeper.
Zappa just came by
Yeah,
and just
that-
shoved it
that
right back
fucking
at you.
10-foot snowball came rolling right at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't like this shit because I don't want to get canceled.
Fuck. I was just thinking about me getting ejected from my car and rolling down
Yes.
into a giant snowball.
Yeah, go with broken windshield.
Yeah, I'm your fucking off the road, tipped over, broken neck, dead, still watching Jack Frost as it falls on my face. I'm your heavily traumatized by snowman hockey coach.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Deegs, aka sometimes here.
I completely forgot about that part.
I was my other one, and I thought somebody else was gonna get it. Was gonna be like, I am your King Baratheon trying to slip it in
yeah.
to my best friend's widow.
Without the kid finding out.
Yeah.
I am your dad's
I'm your
best
dad.
friend putting up with your shit because I'm screwing your mom.
All right.
Yeah, you want to talk about negligent dad? That guy was
Oh.
just like when he was babysitting, he was just like zonked out on
Yeah.
the chair.
He let him
Woke up,
push him
saw
up to
shit
the.
in front of the house, like, oh, what's going on here?
That
Yeah.
guy's a piece of shit.
He's always King Baratheon.
Yeah.
All right. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Merry
Everyone.
Christmas.
Say it.
Fucking say it. Dude, I'm Jewish and I said it.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy
Merry
Hanukkah.
Christmas. Happy Hanukkah.
I
Happy
was trying to think
Kwanzaa.
of a Jack Frostism.
Happy
Jack Frost jism.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm cutting it. We're done.
Happy Jack Frosting out there,
Bye.
kids.
Yeah.
Don't forget to teach your kids how to Jack Frost.
Merry fisting your dead friend's wife.
Jeez.